We're getting rolling. So,
Yeah, I can hear you perfect now.
all right. All right.
Let's
Well,
do this then.
I don't want to blow out the eardrums for our one or two people that are actually going to be listening.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right. Well, it looks like they're getting rolling. And good
So am I
morning.
live with you right now?
Yeah, yeah, we're rolling right now.
All right, cool. I'll stay with you then.
Sweet. So now it's just a matter of getting that one person on there so they can tell us what everything sounds like. Let me see. What we got.
Should I get some
Oh,
people to check?
yeah, I guess someone to check on that for us.
Yeah.
Got the link in there. Let's see.
So who's your favorite for the tournament, Jose?
Oh man, right now I don't think I got one. It's too
There's yeah, it's
any.
too many at that level, isn't there?
I guess it would be whoever brings Dark Claw.
Do you think? Tell you the truth, I don't think Dark Claw will win it.
It's never the one that everyone always
No.
thinks.
Yeah, and I think that loads of people have started countering it lately, and I think that will mean that it will get hurt quite badly. I think.
Yeah.
I've got confirmation from our guys that they can hear us, so we're good.
All right. All right. So now it's just a matter of who we're gonna check out first. Let me
Yeah.
see. I don't know who's playing what, so let me see. Let's go check out the multiplayer and
Let's see what we got going on. We've got one started. We've got George and Nick who started. Oh, that's the lack my mirror. We'll wait for something else, maybe.
yeah, I'm okay. And then oh man, you know what? What is your opinion on what they should do to fix that a little bit? I mean, I was thinking about it.
um, yeah, tell you the truth, and lately, at first I thought it was real bad. Profit was becoming real dangerous, and I thought Profit had to be nerfed. Um, and now I think Sorcerer is much more of a problem, and I think that Lackmeyer and Lackmeyer itself is too many enough people are countering it, especially with Sorcerer and lots of Legend Risers. And I think that the real problem is that side. Maybe when that gets nerfed, then Profit becomes a problem again. I think it's just this last set of changes, really, Jose. They just probably need to be reverted.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Let me see.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I need to shut off damn Telegram. Blindly got on my phone. Okay. Let me see what we got. What we got. You know what? Bean
We've
Talk was
got
a champ
Atlas.
last year. Why don't we see how he's gonna fare? What do
Yeah,
you think about that?
yeah, that's a good start. Start with these on Ethan against DC sounds good.
All right. Oh, good. And I'm only half kidding when I say everybody's got to use mats because if I see some ugly no mats, no sleeves, I'm just gonna back out. We're gonna go look at someone else. And he's got.
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right. So everyone, this is Tego Mango here with SET Cast. So good afternoon, good
Hey
evening,
guys.
or good night, depending on where you're at. And for me, it's good morning, 5 a.m. So always a good time to. I mean, I got about an hour of sleep in, so if I fall asleep during broadcast, I'm sorry. And I'm like,
So I'll
it's,
keep you away.
oh yeah. Let me see. Let me see who
Uh,
else.
looks like Beans had a good start. He's got his turn to play on the board, which is always really important. Um, and I think in this match, Jose, for me, Ethan is the favorite against DC.
Oh yeah, I would think so as well.
He's
The it's just the does he get a sorcerer to stick, right? That's pretty much what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
yeah, sorcerer stick and also speed and aggression, But by the time, DC just gets a few of its components set up, I think that Ethan could be double hitting and, looking at the win, inspiring fellowships and all that kind of stuff in this deck as well.
I gotta tell you, that's one of my more favorite decks to play. I never really got into Never really got into the dark claw thing. Oh, thank you, Cat. Cat is always so nice to me.
Yeah,
Oh, so let's see how he's going. But you see, Phillips also got a pretty good start going too. I feel like once you get that
yeah,
cycle going with the location, I don't really,
yeah. Oh,
I don't think
yeah,
it really matters
yeah,
who you're or what you're playing against. It just feels like it goes real quick. And I
yeah,
mean, he's basically got the draw set up already to the point where you're like, oh crap, it's only a matter of time before he gets what he needs, which is probably right away.
yeah, yeah. Definitely agree.
Oh, we got, oh, that's right. I forgot about. I was like, how is he able to do two down? God damn, I've been playing this game forever and I still don't know the interactions. That's pretty sad. That's why I'm here with you and not playing. Did you ever try to qualify? Were you ever
Yeah,
close?
yeah. Well, I play it almost every tournament, but I'm still, this is my second year on the tournament scene. Last year I was completely new. This year I was one win away in the rated finals. Gutted to have lost that match, but next year
Oh,
it's, it's 32 players next year as well, so much more opportunity.
so you were right there. You're right on the edge.
Yeah, right at the edge. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is too bad. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have someone like me doing this last second. I just realized the chat isn't coming across on the stream itself.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
right. It is. Yeah, yeah.
it's okay. I'm not gonna bother trying to fix it right now.
So I can hear it.
No, I meant the actual physical chat.
Yeah, I mean, that's one man I can read it as well. Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
it up.
into your quest. It looks like there was
Yeah.
actually
So,
people.
so what do you think of this match so far? Then, so no speed strike yet for Philip. Oh, it looks like it'll be coming now,
Yep.
but I think it might just be too late by that point.
What do we got? Yeah, this is setting up pretty good right here. I mean, if he, the funny thing would be is if he had another two allies and a fellowship in hand, all of a sudden that's +5 damage. Oh no, AOLR. Uh,
Mm.
you see, that's the thing too, though, is that
Yeah,
in this matchup they tend to have a lot of control, right? Because one thing they started teching for was the sorcerers with that death from above. So that was one thing I noticed when I was playing Yithin for a while,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I would
That's
run into
right. Yeah,
I run into Darkla, and all of a sudden they start dropping death from above on me. I was like, oh come on, man! Like, damn it!
yeah, yeah.
Look at this, Dagolina. Hmm.
Please win it then.
Yes, I would actually love to see that. There we go. It feels like he's not really getting. He's not really getting a foothold here, even though he's got what you would think he's got what he needs. But once he gets out that sledgehammer, which is probably this turn,
Yeah.
let's see, because you know he's probably gonna have it turn 6. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. But I don't think he will next turn because he's got no speed strike attached. So he needs an ally down with that location to get a free attachment on. And I think that's got to be the main play for this next turn. But the worry then is Ethan too far ahead, and he'll be double striking now as well, potentially inspiring fellowship as well.
Yeah, yeah. And it only takes really one turn as well. I mean, this is where
That's
what is it?
yeah,
Captured prey really doesn't matter too much because you leave an ally on the board, it's just another +1 attack anyway. So it's like who
yeah,
cares?
yeah.
Let's
And I'm
see.
guessing this Ethan is carrying two lots of Legend Risers as well.
Oh yeah, I would. In mine, I had it at least two. And then with the generals, you always have four generals in there. So, oh, here we go. Oh, wow, he actually has
Yeah,
Jeweler's Dream.
yeah, that's right. And that's kind of worked out here. It's allowed him to renew extra resources and get an ally on board and get the speed strike attached. So that's worked out real well. Gives them a foothold back in this game.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's not something that it seems like Jeweler's Dream has actually been a forgotten weapon for Dark Claw because mostly they've been focusing on machete and sledgehammer and a Midnight Howl. Okay, interesting. So his is a little different than what I'm accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, Kat, I have pinned the link in literally all the chats.
Yeah,
And I did it in global earlier as well. Jose, do you want to get another link up on the global chat, please? You
yeah,
can.
sure. Let me see. Glow chat. I also have it on as soon as you click into the game. You know, we have that notification for World Championship when you log into
Mm,
the game. It's actually
yeah.
there too. I actually went into Colley's post and edited it and put my
Oh,
and
wicked.
put
Oh,
and
did
put
you?
it in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wicked. That's great.
I still have some uh what is some authorization to edit people's posts. So Colley's probably looking at that going, what the hell? When did that happen? Let's see. It's me. Yeah, it should be pinned in the Telegram chat, right? Oh yeah, anybody that doesn't know, we got a Telegram chat room. You should
Yeah, it's
check it
been
out.
in the Telegram chats. We were just talking about global.
Oh, gotcha. Let me go scream at people.
Thanks, Kat.
Oh man, I just realized I can't copy paste into that, so I gotta type the damn thing out.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Nah, it'll get it. We'll get it. Let me get it in there. Let me see. He's actually not doing the best, is he? Let me see. I don't want to block. I don't want to block the view
Okay.
while
Yeah,
typing
just get
stuff
rid of
in.
it. We'll
Yeah.
worry about that later. I'll try to get on in a bit and sort that. Kat, if you're about, can you do it, please?
Yeah, because otherwise I got this big old block blocking all the. Not trying to do
Yeah.
that to people. I'm already bad enough at this as it is. You know, I really gotta say, like A1, I like the way how they all have, or a number of them have a different setup. The Death Knight's pretty good. I like, I think it's Hitachi. He has Eris on his playmat. That one's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't like this position for Bean.
Yeah. I think Ethan's lost all of his, initial allies to start with, and now we're definitely looking at um, DC in control.
Oh, you know, Visca comes
Get,
down.
get, yeah, gets a nice double hit here. That's good. It gives board control back to Bean.
As long as he has a Yithin in hand, or not a Yithin, Legend Rises. See, it begins already. Oh no! Wow.
Oh, India.
Yeah. So even the Bane of Visca usually is on Weapon Heroes. Just doesn't matter right now.
No,
But,
no,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
One shot and gone.
Uh, You know, so it was. It looks like with Yithin, generally you have to win by turn 7. Like if you don't have the game put away by turn 6, turn 7, it's the way Yithin is built these days. It kind of feels like that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I've really tried to play Ethan the last month or two. Had a few games at it each time. Never seems to work for myself, and just kind of give up and move on to the next one.
yeah, you
Just
know, it's kind of a all or nothing deck for the most part. I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah,
need to build it really with a real low
yeah.
curve. I mean, even when I was playing mine, I had 10 2-cost allies in there.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah, because it's so pivotal to get that. Because if you don't have that
Yeah,
first ally on the board, especially if you're going second,
yeah,
it can feel kind of like just an uphill battle that
yeah.
you're never
Definitely.
gonna get anywhere on. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
I
see.
just personally, if you're gonna go that quick ally route, I personally prefer Elementalis.
Yeah, well, they have different setups, different, but
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying though. It's a lot
yeah,
easier to get. It feels like it's a lot easier to get that board set up and presence
yeah,
and dictate the pace of the game when you're Elementalis. Let's see. Well, he's trying, but I don't know. I just
yeah,
this one seems like it's a foregone
yeah.
conclusion at this point.
Definitely, yeah. I
Especially,
think once we hit, yeah.
yeah. You know, I didn't get to see the deck submissions at all. Was there anything unique in there?
Well, we've not actually checked through the decks ourselves.
Oh,
So
okay.
so we've allowed submission, made sure everyone's submitted, and not had a look in there. So I'm not quite sure what we've got going on. We're not making them open because we never do in the World Championship finals.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Captured prey. You know what's so interesting is because Woven, anytime you played Woven, you almost never really saw captured prey. But the
Yeah,
location. That's one thing I like about the location is that it actually opened up a meta where it's card from Color Crystals that actually is pretty damn good card. I mean, something that just
yeah,
shuts down and pretty much any kind of allied that was never used before all of
yeah,
a sudden becomes a card that everyone hates. It's just
yeah,
it's just I I think the current things that we've been seeing people talking about, I think they had said they wanted to make it like if you don't control an attachment, then you don't get to draw the card right away, something like that. I get, it feels like that's a
yeah,
real big hit, but that seems to be like the
yeah.
number one way people want it to be taken care of. What do you think about that?
yeah. Yeah, well, I kind of agree with that as well, especially when you compare Profit as a 2 CC card, and then you compare it against General, which is a 5 CC card. Obviously, it's got better stats, but not that much better that Profit's ability should be better. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, yeah, I agree.
Uh, So I just
And
think that is Bean's kind of clinging on in here just about. But I think that this next attack from DC will be the final nail. But then, having said that, looking at DC's card count, it's getting very low now as well.
he's got to have a handful of damn weapons, though, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
how
Surely
many
has.
allies does he even need at this point?
Yeah, yeah.
He just, yeah, but
The problem is
sorcerer,
he's
yeah,
wasting.
he's
Yeah,
no, go ahead, go ahead.
he's wasting his boosted attacks, killing the allies, and not getting into the actual damage on the hero, which could cause issues later. Yeah, Kat, I'm from the UK.
Yay, Kyle. Okay, so it looks like Kyle went ahead and gave us a shout out in the global chat. Rotherham. I'm so
Great.
I'm so uncultured when it comes to where people are in the world. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm just an American in my little bubble. Let me see what we got here. So we got him. What's he pulling now? Another ALR. Has to be, right? What the hell else would you pull at this point?
Yeah, yeah. It's got to be ALR or Inspiring Fellowship, but I'm not sure he's got enough control to risk that at this point.
All right, we got Machete coming down, and he just got no draw. And as long as Philip doesn't play anything, he's never gonna get any. Because I mean,
Yeah,
unless he has bad Santa, generally you don't see Yithin running draw besides maybe Treasured Heirloom or
yeah. And
Gambit.
Gambit.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. He shut me up.
Oh, and Devotion. Okay.
Yeah. So he's got
Yeah, I've
he's
seen that actually. I've seen a bit of Devotion.
the same time, and a captured prey on that night or on that general shuts it down anyway. Oh, there we go. He's got a fistful of weapons, right? You see, okay, so if he hits him, oh wait, that's it. He came back.
He's one damage short though, isn't he?
No,
Oh
that's
no, he's got
11.
just enough. Yeah, just enough. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
Okay,
You're
it
right.
just shows we don't know what we're talking about. We had him pinned for the had him pinned for the loss like 3 or 4 turns ago, and all of a sudden he's like, oh,
Yeah.
he won.
But we did say at the start that Ethan was the favorite.
Yeah. Well, you did, so you're the
So
smart one, not me.
yeah. I'll take that though.
Oh wow, we have a
Oh,
this guy.
we have a
What's it?
Threbbing.
Yeah.
Threbbing. Ooh, wow.
You want to check
Wow.
that out? That's different.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's going to be interesting. I'm
Okay, so you
guessing
want
it's going to be a Templar Threbbing.
all right, so let's go ahead and jump in there and see what we got.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cat, we know. Cats are OP.
We might have to ban our soul in the chat for spreading lies.
He brought an undead Banebo? Wow. Well, you know what? It's so consistent though, so it's never really a bad
Yeah,
idea to do.
yeah. But Anubis, I think that's he qualifies every single year, and he brings that deck every single year. I think it's just his go-to deck that he's so comfortable with.
Yeah, it's just it has such a low curve, and
Yeah,
it can race down pretty much any deck. It I don't see a reason why you wouldn't ever run that over anything. I mean, there's not really another one you could do. I mean, there's a Ravager type Banebo that you could do, but I mean that's just more for
yeah.
fun. I don't really
Yeah,
think that
that's another one of these that's hard to play, but it has been much more popular of late.
we got fake Kikis. I like fake Kiki's Matt too. You know what? Verb's been around long enough. He should know better than to not have a play mat. I'm very disappointed in this man. Oh, oh wow, Tombstone Beacon. Interesting. Usually they just run Gambits and Sacklam.
Yeah.
You don't really see Tombstone Beacon too much.
No. I'm guessing you might have that location in there as well.
You know, that's something
You
that I
can't
never
move it.
liked just because you end up losing your better cards.
Mm.
And then I actually stopped running horror in mine. I don't know, were you around for the World Championships last year? You better hope he doesn't have Forgotten Horror, otherwise you're gonna hear something that happened. I think it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
2 years ago. Let me see.
Yeah, I was around for the World Championships last year.
Yeah, Obsidian Potato. So, brother, this game it doesn't have mana, but it has resources. So what you do is you have to have a sacrifice a card into your resource pile, and it'll give you the resources available in order to play a card. That you see the cost up in the upper left-hand corner there, and it's the same resources for playing a card, an ally card, an item card, or a ability card. There's no differences like in Magic. They have, what mountain, plains, swamp. It's just one set of resources to play whatever you want. It's you have some type of elemental attacks. You can see on the other side, the undead have an ice attack, so some allies do have a weakness to ice. Some allies have weakness to fire. There's certain abilities or items that are procced when you do damage. Oh, with a horror, with damage, but generally it's pretty simple when it comes down to it on how you play cards. The strategy though comes into play when making that decision. I mean, there's some cards you want to keep over others, and so in certain matchups, so you have to be careful with the way you sacrifice, otherwise that can end up affecting you later on in the game. You have shadow energy that your heroes acquire one every turn. That's the purple number in the lower left-hand corner. And when you acquire enough shadow energy, you're able to utilize your hero's shadow ability, which is unique to each hero, uh, and use that. With some have direct damage abilities, some have control abilities, some have heal. And what else would you add to that, Cass?
Yeah, I think that you've covered it pretty much in the main there. We've got all the different kinds of abilities. Um, this match itself is done now. Threbbin won. Wow, that was quick. Just looking back, I'm not even sure that Threbbin was carrying an ally.
Yeah, it just control and face damage.
Yeah, face damage. A lot of face damage, and that weapon that does the two damage. I think it's Madeline Skepta, just controlling board allies, and obviously tidal wave as well. That was real interesting. What should we look at next?
Let me see, what do we got? So I'm surprised that, okay, so we see Dub and Vanity both have mages.
Yeah,
I think we know exactly what those are. I'll let you
yeah.
choose. I chose the last couple.
Let's go with the dub inevitable. Vic against Iram is a lot closer than a lot of people think, especially with the recent addition of decoy trap. So it'd be interesting to see how they're getting on.
All right, let's jump in there and see what we got.
Yeah, and Dub's been playing Ghost a lot. I've not really seen him on Aramia, so I'm surprised to see him bring it. But obviously, he's good enough to play any hero.
What the hell is this guy? When German internet is good enough. Everybody should be good enough. I don't even understand what that means. I'm guessing it means German generally don't have good service. Is that what he's
No,
saying?
I think he's saying the opposite. I think he's saying that, look, a few people have said that their internet's not good enough to keep up with the quality of our stream. And he's just saying, oh, in Germany it's good enough, so it should be good enough everywhere.
Spectator mode, yeah, you can hover any game you want. You would go into the game client, and they have like these games are in unrated. So you would go into the
Yeah,
unrated section and just click on a game, and you can hover and watch. Yeah, you could even talk to them and piss them off during the game. But generally, players when they get to this point, they turn off the chat. But yeah, you can go in, you
yeah.
can view any game that's going on now um, on your own. I think it goes back 25 games, if I remember correctly, in your own personal search history. No, you will never be able to see the cards.
Yeah.
That is correct. We do not. They do not have that option to see the cards.
That's
Uh,
only if they're streaming themselves would you be able to see the cards.
yeah, well, because I think if you're watching like Hearthstone or other, that you can see what they have in hand, or can you not?
I'm not sure. I've never played Hearthstone before.
I, I played it for a little bit, but I don't recall.
There's that
Ooh,
decoy trap. It does hurt these era mages quite a lot, but he's smart enough to have um that turret out to trigger the location and get some more damage done.
yeah, and potato. What you're seeing here is a location card placed in the center of the map. There, we have various locations that grant abilities to both parties. This one happens to grant the ability of every time you do electrical based damage to an opposing ally, it actually renews resources for you. So you hear or you see the lightning bolt attack cost him 4 resources, but then he'll bounce back up to 4 right here if you watch his resource pile. You see, and he's able to utilize that twice per turn, and some of us are direly hoping that gets toned down because it's quite aggravating when you're playing a game and someone gets to spend 11 resources on you in one turn and all they have is 6 actual resources down. You see, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
and I'm sure we've already seen at least two decks carrying Irem so far from what we've seen. I've seen at least 3 or 4 Lackmeyer decks, so locations are really popular in this World Cup.
Yeah. Well, Dragons, Dragness has always been to me. I always looked at that card and I'm like, "Damn, that card is like crazy overpowered, isn't it?" I mean, yeah, it's an expensive card and it doesn't really do
Yeah,
much, but it gives you
yeah,
ambush to everybody you have in play.
yeah,
Even if it's only another 2 allies, all of a sudden you can attack and not. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll break down ambush for you there, Mr. Potato or Mrs. Potato. I know you're a black potato, obsidian potato. Rotten? Doesn't sound good. Anyways, you have certain abilities that come up like ambush allows you to attack and not get any retaliation. In ally combat, when allies are fighting, it's always whenever an ally attacks, they will deal damage first. There's no simultaneous damage dealt. Some allies have defender, which allows them to strike first if they are being attacked. Uh, Generally, allies you have if what you have control types that will still play some allies, but there is a few control type decks that will not focus too much on allies, but have abilities and whatnot to slow the game down or to, you know, uh, like some people would say, stall it out until they get to their win condition. I still think the more popular ones are ally-based decks. I mean, there's not too much mill or stall in this game anymore.
it looks like this game is pretty much over.
I would say so as well.
I think this would. Yeah, I'm sure that I've seen Dubs already won one of the matchups between these two, so I think this will be the first result to actually come through.
Oh, that's right, because it's only best of 3, right?
That's right. Yeah, best of 3 in this day one today. Best of 5 tomorrow though.
Oh, and what you saw there, Mr. Potato, the big guy that's a 5'8", he got summoned, and his unsummon ability allows you to draw a card. If that card happens to be an ally, regardless of its cost, you get to play it for free. So
Oh right,
generally,
yeah.
yes, generally you see some allies focus on, wow, 8 damage with that. Okay. So generally you'll see some decks focus on playing a lot of large cost or fatty allies. This way they're trying to abuse that ability.
One thing
Eh,
to note, Jose, is that all three matches will have to be played by the players, even if the match is over between the two. If it could be 2-0, but the third match still has to be played.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So regardless of outcomes, you have
Yeah,
to play all three. Is,
yeah. So everyone will be playing 9 games today, regardless, unless they decide to quit the whole tournament.
so he's not taking for the final blow.
No. We've got our first result through as well. BT George has beaten A1 Nikushimi 2-1.
Okay. No Bobcats. No Bobcats. Oh wow, Squire. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a card you never see either. That's in
Yeah.
response to specifically
Yeah.
Euro Mages, I'm going to say.
Yeah, definitely. I know that Inevitable was actually carrying that card in the tournament he qualified from as well. So it's something that's popular. And also Squire as an ally as well, 2-5, it's kind of useful as well.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just not something that I think I've
Mm.
seen played
No,
regularly in the meta for probably 4 or 5 years, maybe longer than that actually.
yeah, yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, there goes the location. So right,
Surely he's got to have that one damage he needs this next turn.
yeah, he has to, right? He has to have the. Oh, okay. Well, I was wondering, do you know if he runs Enchanted Tree at all?
Enchanted Oak.
Yeah, Enchanted Oak.
No, no, I doubt it because the go-to trap cause cause Aaron problems is a decoy trap, and that's what most people are using. And it's I think it's a 2 CC cost as well. So and then also it gives Lackmire DC problems as well. So
Yeah.
that's the one that most people are resorting to.
You see, that's why I'm streaming, not playing. Let me see. All right, so who do you want to check out next? I mean, I guess eventually we're gonna
Let's
have
have
to just see the Lagmire matchup, but
yeah. Should we go with Anubis and Atlas?
yeah, let's check out Anubis, see what he's got going on. Ooh, we got the Forgotten Horror match.
Oh, that's a nice map.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, the turn timer I think is about what is it? Usually a minute and a half, the turn timer.
Yeah, mini. Yeah.
Yeah. And the game's been cleaned up quite a bit recently. There used to be an attack animation that used to always proc every time there was some kind of interaction. That's pretty much gone now. Yeah, well, at this stage, these players, you're not probably familiar with the game. Obviously, you're asking a lot of questions, but a great deal of these players have been playing this game for years and have probably tuned the decks that they're playing for over some time, and they kind of know the optimal plays to make. So there's not many opportunities here or circumstances here where they don't know what they want to do. So that's why it seems like they're playing pretty quick, or why they are playing pretty quick because they do know at this point what they want to do. Oh, Kali. I do miss Kali. How's the beard coming along, Kali? No,
We've had a
no.
second result come through. So we've
You
got
see.
Purples beating Vanity 2-1 in the first round. So
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, come on,
so
Kyle. I was
hopefully
just trying to make it seem like our people are extremely expert, huge experts at playing this game. They don't need time to think. You see, yeah, you see, look at this is he's gonna catch, he's already got him down to 12. This is the pace that Undead Banebo can set, the
yeah,
ability to do burst damage of three at a time,
Yeah,
and there's no
yeah,
stopping Shroud. You
no,
can't do anything about it. You know it's coming.
yeah. And that trigger with the draw, Sack Glamming's such a amazing move. Bring that ally back, it's gonna die anyway, and then join 3 cards from it.
Yep, that it is. That it is. And it just it doesn't matter what the meta is, what's happening. I mean, it's just always going to be a good option to play
Mm,
because I mean you can race out anything. And when Lance was big time, what like maybe a year two years ago when we were really worried about it, this was a deck that would actually always outpace him because by the time Lance gets to
mm,
his game in turn 6 7, it's like you're already done.
yeah,
You can't do anything
yeah.
about it. Let's see. Um, is there anything else that would be confusing if someone watching that they're not used to this game at this point? I feel like we covered the basics.
Yeah,
Potato
I
can
think you
let me know.
covered pretty much everything. Yeah,
I mean, generally the gameplay is pretty simplistic, I would say, Potato. Like it's a simple game to play. It's just not an easy one to get a hold of. You see a lot of players struggle for a long time. The best way usually is joining the Telegram community, and because there's always people there who are willing to help or talk about decks and ways, other ways to improve your deck. Because you can see people struggle on ladder by themselves for a long time. I mean, I'm sure that was the case for most of us. Probably the same for you and me. Let's see. So we got Sorcerer down. That's the one card that
yeah,
we're trying to keep an
yeah,
eye on.
yeah. But at this point, Bane Bow's in sort of endgame territory anyway. So 9 to 28 health, you could pretty much ignore those allies now.
Oh yeah, yeah. At this point, it's yep, yeah. Cass is here hanging out with me. He he
Yeah,
he does
didn't
he doesn't he
qualify.
yeah. I have an excuse. I wasn't around. He doesn't. He's just a terrible player.
Thanks.
Hey, I got your back here. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see.
glad to have you.
With friends like me, who needs enemies?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I like the shutter. The mats overall have been a really good addition. The custom mats. Shadow Titan mat looks good. I still miss
Yeah,
the XY mat and sleeves. I don't know if you
yeah,
recall those
yeah,
ones.
yeah. I do. Yeah, they're really cool. Is that with like the is that the clown ones?
Yeah, the clown one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And these days, Jose, I'm not sure if you're aware, but most guilds have got more than one guild mat as well now.
Yeah, it
So
seems like A1 is leading the charge with that. I think I've seen at least
yeah,
five
yeah,
different kinds.
yeah, yeah. So these are personal mats. So obviously they're the ones that cost the million gold, but all guilds have got like their own
Oh yeah,
tiered
go ahead and
second and third. Yeah.
explain that for people. That I think that's pretty unique to
Yeah.
this game for sure,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So one of the things that people can get from the game that have been playing it a long time, it does take you can get your own personal map after generating a million gold. A lot of the long-term players have that kind of gold lying about. The game is a very free-to-play game. You don't have to spend too much money. And obviously, spending that money gets you further along. Um, but the flip side of that is that you then end up storing a lot of that gold, and now you have the opportunity to spend that gold buying your own personal map.
Yeah, you submit your design, and I guess if
Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
approved, there you go.
yeah,
You got your own personal mat, and you can do it with the sleeves too, right?
yeah. I'm not quite sure about the sleeves.
I'm not
I don't
sure
think I've
either.
seen personal sleeves anywhere.
Personal, nobody has personal sleeves?
No, not that I can remember. No,
Okay. Well, it was a cool
I don't
option,
think
and
I've
and
seen
it,
them
it did give some longtime players something to do with their with
with their
their
gold. Yeah,
yeah excess gold. Yeah, what he's got 2 damage
he's
and
getting 1 damage. He's one more now. He's got
vanity.
it.
Sure. Yep. And so
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah. We
That's
can
it.
show Vanity, but his match has already finished, so we'll probably catch him in the next round.
All right. So oh, he looks like he's got a match waiting right now. We haven't taken a
Oh,
look at
is it
him.
right?
Yeah, because Kyle said for them to go ahead and start the next round if they were able to.
Oh, right.
I saw the chats
Oh,
coming through.
right. Okay. All right. We're in round two of it. Oh, great.
You see, you look up here, potato. There you go. You see my gold count. So eventually, maybe I'll use something. I got a million
Yeah,
five sitting there. I don't know what the hell to do with it.
yeah.
but I don't. Come on, Vanity. Who's his opponent? What's the?
Kiki, that
Oh,
Threbbin.
oh, yeah, that's right, Kiki. Man, Kiki's a player that's been around a long time too. I don't know, Potato, if you know,
Yeah,
but I think this game's been around since 2011. Is that right?
yeah, I'm sure it's 2011.
Yeah. All right, Vanity's up. Let's check it out. I've been around since 2012, so I got here like a year after everything had started up.
So both of these guys lost their first round matches, so they're literally playing for their place in the World Cup. They both have to win or they're out.
Already? Just like that, huh?
Yeah. So obviously there's only three matches. They both lost one each. So if they lose another one, so if they lose this
Oh,
best of
wow.
three, they're out.
Yeah, these playmats, the Team Juggernaut, Kyle, that playmat is something else, man. That's really nice. That's a and it's the only time you see Aeon nowadays, which I don't know why, because he's a pretty solid guy. I mean, if you
Yeah.
come across a player and they actually drop a storm, what is Aeon
Yeah, Stormcaller.
Stormcaller, if they drop down that 3/8 body, you're kind of like, oh, who the hell plays that card? Like
Yeah,
Jesus. But yeah, no, Team Juggernauts, they knocked it out
yeah.
the park. TJ really knocked it out the park. And then there's something about that. What is that card for Kiki's? The one that he's using.
Master of Disguise.
Yeah, the artwork for that one is fantastic. I mean, it's
Yeah, I
great
like that.
artwork we got here. Wait, next game. Yes, Yes, vanity is a sin. Good call, Collie. I feel like Collie would know what all the sins are. I feel like that's kind of his forte in life. He's a bad boy. We got Rodus. So any allies? I mean, you would figure at least uh priest of the what is
We-
it?
we-
The
yeah,
knight.
we've seen Devoted Knight now. So
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
game, I've seen him play Devoted Knight. So he's definitely got some ally, but just not many.
It was an interesting call, Trevin. I wonder. I mean, Fake Kiki is not a
Yeah,
player that I would ever question, for making decisions. He's been around a long time and
yeah,
he knows what he's doing. I'm just curious
yeah,
what his
yeah,
reasoning was to
yeah,
say, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna bring me a
yeah,
Trevin. So
yeah,
like Anubis took 2-1 against Atlas.
yeah. Against yeah. And we've also had Vert won 2-1 against Kiki. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here.
Do we have were there any 3-0s or has it all been a bunch of 2-1s?
Yeah. So far had any reports of the 3 years. There's only been 4 or 5 results at this point that have been posted. Just simply because we're playing that, and making sure that all players play three matches. So the reports will come in at the end of that.
Okay, so nobody's really getting swept. It's pretty close games, what we would expect.
Yeah.
And you see, ooh, yeah. So he has all the face damage spells, the smite,
Yeah.
everything. He's got his. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know he's got to have probably. What is that stupid lit? This is what happens when we get up at 5 a.m. That the 5 cost card that increases arcane damage.
5 cost. Oh,
Yeah,
the Justica Elysia.
there you go. See,
Yeah.
you're pivotal here. Don't leave me. This dies without you, my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Die.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that deck would carry Justica just because of the amount of damage she can help do. But that Tempest Runebearer is a bit of a problem as well, just because the ally damage, he can't try to control that in any way. He's just got to go face, and that's been his strategy anyway. But it's even more so because it negates some of that damage, that ability damage.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Potato, that's the shadow energy. So every turn, except for if you go first, your hero acquires 1 shadow energy, and that's what they utilize to initiate their shadow ability. So if I hover over here, you see it says target ally, item, or ability is exiled. So he can pretty much target anything on the opponent's side of the board and remove it from the game, which is actually pretty strong, which is why his ability costs 5. Threvin's is until the start of your next turn, anything that enters into a physical combat with him will actually take 2 damage. And so, for the most part, the exile will remove any card. Some allies have text that calls for steadfast, which means the only way that it can be removed from the game is to be killed. So that's pretty much the only exception as far as I can think. I think that's the only thing that pretty much that hero Lois cannot remove with his ability. Uh, I think, and no,
The
actually,
funky.
who else is there? There's oh, Aldmore Apprentice is one of the, I think the only ally that actually has the ability that can't be targeted by shadow energy.
Um,
Is it Apprentice? No,
I'm
it's not
not sure.
Apprentice.
No, no, it's definitely not Apprentice. There's that disciple of Oldmore.
See, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm glad you're here. That's like the fourth or fifth card that I've said wrong or didn't know, and you were here to. Oh, okay. So it's not like I've been playing this
This is
game for
going
over a
close.
decade.
Yeah, you're just a bit rusty right now. I've been playing it for the last 2 years non-stop. So
Let's see. Yeah, I've been kind of coming and going, but I'm here again. Yeah, I always seem to find my way back when this time comes around because this is always the best time to be here.
yeah,
Tidal wave.
yeah, yeah.
There you go, potato. That's one of
That's
the
twice.
yeah, it's one of the more hated cards I think by a lot of players. They don't. It just completely resets the board, kills all allies,
Mm,
yours and your opponents. But a lot of people
mm.
cannot stand that card.
Yeah, it's not usually used on one ally. Like we've seen it twice in this game already. It's usually aimed for at least removing 2 or 3 allies at minimum. But
Okay.
obviously, in this matchup, Loest will not have many allies on board at one time. It's mainly ability damage that he's looking to do. This match is going very close as well.
Yeah, this match also completely negates the location for the mages because they don't have anything to proc the
Boost.
ability.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So I wonder if that was one of his. I'm guessing that was one of his reasonings for coming with this deck.
Yeah, I
And
think also, with the DC running so rampant as well, DC normally against a weapon hero doesn't take any hit back because of the ambush, whereas here the ability will always mean that some damage is still done.
yeah, every time you run into him, you take that 2 to the face. That's not good.
Yeah,
Man, the sleeves for the Team Juggernaut is nice too. So that means this guy. Do you have to have
yeah.
1 million gold for the sleeves too?
No, no. So the guild ones aren't 1 million.
Okay.
They're 1,000 shadow crystals for each member that wants one,
Oh, I got that. I
and
got
that's
that too.
good. Yeah, yeah. The only problem is you need a guild, Jose.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't seem to stick with one. That's. I guess
Yeah,
that's why I'm. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Can we? Is he gonna? He could pull out 5 damage here easily.
yeah, you can. Yeah,
Okay, so he's got the Rod of Smiting.
gets an ally down, and that's done. Oh, he's got 4 there,
There we
and
go.
the righteous one. Yeah,
All
wow.
right. And it looks like Dub took down a Nevi 2-1 as well.
Yeah,
Overall, the games are going quicker. I really like the new format with the animation being gone. That really cuts down the time of the. It's got to cut down
yeah,
the game time by half easily.
yeah. Shall we have a look at that Verp against Purple? That's the second round match as well. Both of them won their first round matches as well
Oh yeah,
against
let's.
Valentin Kiki, who we've just seen. So it's probably
Hmm.
worth having a look at that one.
They're 8 minutes in. That's got to be almost
It's
over.
8 minutes in. Maybe wait for Cripple then. If that one's 8 minutes in, so we're probably a bit behind.
Yeah, we'd be. What do we got? What do we got? Cripple or Samuel? I want to. He's great on commentary too. The guy's a real funny guy. It's hard for me to keep up with him. Only in commentary though. I think in a foot race I got him. Anybody that knows him.
Yeah.
You see, but he's been around, I think, since the beginning of the game too. Another player that's
Yeah,
been around.
a lot of these guys have, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's actually what. Like, I think Kiki has been around since the beginning. Um,
Mm.
who else in here? Oh, here we go. So it's up. Oh no, yeah. All right. Oh, he brought a priest. All right, yeah, let's jump in there. So it's priest against
Yeah.
mage. Back in the
No,
day,
that's
that
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, his mat. Oh damn.
yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's. And then on the other end, you have
Newcastle.
not
We've
not
got some.
amazing. He was talking to me about that as well. The punk. He
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, maybe the." I think he did this just because I said if you don't have it, that I was gonna leave.
Yeah.
So maybe he thought I would never spectate his games, but we're staying here. His plan has
Yeah, I know he was one
backfired.
of the last to submit as well.
Yeah, but
Must have just forgotten.
Sam's mat is something else. That is an awesome color scheme
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
purple and the silver. That's really nice.
That's
Go.
also some art that's not actually in the card on the game. Most match you see uh, art from other cards in the game, but that one I think is bespoke, and he's probably got the rights to use it, and that's very rare.
Generally, this matchup would go what way? I mean, I haven't played any priest or any mage to really know how this goes these days.
So in my opinion, the lowest tier is the favorite. Zana has to rely on allies getting out of board, but it's not, it's not a straightforward match. With all that healing and then the amount of fat allies that Zana normally carries, you'd expect Zana to put up a real big fight as well. But Lois does normally edge this match.
Okay, so we would not be surprised to see him take these matches in.
No, no, and Namcastle is one of the top lowest players. I know he's been playing it a hell of a lot over the last few months. He took it to tournaments. He's been using it a lot in rated as well, and getting high scores in rated with it as well.
Yeah, there's no surprises at all to the players that are in here, to be honest. Like everybody
No,
here, you're like, oh yeah, makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's good to see a few new names as well on the list as well. It just always shows that progression in the game.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely have that. There's definitely new people that are always bouncing in, but there's just certain people
Yeah,
you can almost always count on to be there.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
And you're just
yeah,
like, let me
yeah,
see. Hope we got more results. Oh wow,
yeah.
Otto took down Blackie 3-0. So that's the first
Uh,
3-0, I'm guessing.
yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
And that's could be a big advantage, right? Because the way the points are, how the way this is being scored, a 3-0 win is a
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah, yeah. The other match in that what was the Nev Dub, which was a 2-1. So Otto now has the edge, and probably just needs to get one more win on the board.
I like the way how someone figured out to abuse the location with Bloodfang as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that was BT George that I first seen using that. Um, and yeah, it's been real interesting that deck. I don't think it's as consistent as some of the other ones, the DC in particular. And it's definitely not as easy to play.
Oh yeah, it definitely requires
Yeah,
more skill to pilot and to build, I would think. But when it gets rolling, that's a real scary one. I mean, constantly
yeah,
getting hit with hasted crushers is not
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Crushers, yeah, and Howfangs. What's interesting here in Namcastle's lowest deck is that he carries Sorcerer. You don't normally see Sorcerer in the lowest deck. You see Runeberry, you see Artisan, you even see a bit of Isadora, but very rarely do you see Sorcerer in that deck.
Yeah,
But
that is
I
very
can
true.
understand, yeah, I can understand why he's carrying it though. And then on the other side, Sam J, Cripple Threat, he's he brings very unique decks as well. He's not a very predictable player with the decks he brings.
Oh yeah, well him, Inevitable. I mean, TJ Team Juggernaut. They have a lot of players that are
Yeah,
always at the top and always in the mix to take one of these large scale tournaments or even this one. There's not many
yeah,
in that clan that you can count out to not actually make an
yeah,
impact.
yeah, definitely. There's some real strong players there.
Nam Castle. This game actually, it seems like it's being slowed down quite well for, which is what you want to see. Okay, so here comes the location. We're gonna get some resource renewal. 4, 5. Another. Oh yeah, bring the India sorcerer
Sorcerer back.
back. Yeah, there's that play that I hate seeing. The 8 resources off of 5 resources.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
The
it's
game
the
is headed more and more in that direction.
yeah, resource renewal though is such a
Mm.
strong thing in this game.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
we've
why
seen it in we've seen it in Los, we see it in DC, we see it in Yathan. So yeah,
I think I mean we saw it even before that in Amber, right? That's why Amber was always good with Jeweler's Dream. Just showed
yeah,
you how
yeah,
strong
definitely, yeah,
resource renewal was, even for just 2. Oh, so it covered up the location. I wonder if he was holding on to that the entire time, waiting for Namcastle to play location. I wonder if they were both holding off
yeah,
on locations.
yeah, yeah. I think with Namcastle, the location is like the centerpiece of his deck, whereas with the Zana, it's just a useful card to have. So
Do you think though that Namcastle was holding on to it, or do you think that Samuel was? Do you think both of them were maybe holding on to the locations, worried about having it,
yeah,
covered by the
yeah, yeah,
other?
potentially, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Namcastle wouldn't be so worried because he's got 4 locations. There you go, he's covered it already.
Yep.
He's got 4 locations, whereas Greener in Azana is likely to be 2 at most. So if he plays it down, he knows that moment he covers it again, he should be sorted now, and I shouldn't have to really worry about that too much. I
Yeah,
think the
and I,
bigger worry for him is getting rid of that Kion,
yeah,
and
and it.
then also
Oh, nice. I forgot about this. Like, I forgot
yeah,
that they have the animation here that shows steadfast. I don't know if Potato was still around,
yeah,
but you see this ally has steadfast, and so remember we were talking about exile. This could remove Lois could remove any card from your opponent's field, but not this guy. So
yeah,
because he has the ability where he has to be killed in order to be removed from play, and that makes him
yeah,
a pretty annoying presence for Namcastle. Oh, he decides to get rid of the location. Zana doesn't really require her shadow ability though to function, so it's not a big loss
no,
for him at all. Oh,
removing that, yeah, that's the big play.
and he can still play a
So
five
so
cost ally.
yeah, a knight now would be amazing.
He goes for draw.
Get
Okay,
some draw going as well.
it's not a terrible time to play that.
No,
Yeah, potato. I mean, I don't. Depends on how much you want to invest in the game yourself, but I mean, I would think with $20 even, which is what that's like 4 trips to Starbucks right there. You can actually purchase some of the booster packs, sell them off, get some gold, and probably build at least a couple meta functioning decks that'll get you some very decent results once you get the hang of playing them. I think we're gonna have some changes balance wise coming up. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen though. So, but there's certain decks that just are always good. Yeah, a lot of players don't even spend money. There's a number of players in here that have been around a long time, never spent a dime, and just grind through the campaign. I mean, you have the campaign now that basically allows you to get shadow crystals, the in-game currency for every level you complete. Every time your hero levels up, you get shadow crystals. So there's a lot of multiple ways to get currency as well in game. This is definitely the most free-to-play game I've ever been a part of that I can think of. Usually there's always something, some kind of roadblock that you have to buy something, otherwise you feel like you're stuck. I just don't think that happens here. I feel like if you're patient, you'll be fine. The challenge link? Yeah, let me jump in here and get that for you. Oh, Kyle beat me again. I'm still putting it.
He's working hard today, Kyle is.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I ran one of these, what, 2, 3 years ago? I know what it's like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm too slow. It is. But who was? There's me, Gondorian, and a couple other people as well. But man, it can take a taxing. It can take a toll on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, okay. So here we go. You get to see his ability in play. Completely
Yeah.
removes that one ally.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Wants to avoid signing.
yeah. Oh yeah, and there is a
Dealing
Seek. So he has a what is this armor? Come on. I know you know what this armor is called. I'm not even gonna click on it.
the armor for Zana.
No, for Namcastle, the one that he has out right now.
Namcast, the distortion harness.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew you had it.
Yeah.
Making me look
Yeah.
bad. Making me look bad all day over here. So this
Yeah.
this is a card made to facilitate the play of locations as well, just because it allows you to seek in Shadow Era. There's an ability. It got generally it's two shadow energy. For this, it's one, probably because you also utilize a durability. Oh yeah, there we go. We didn't talk about that at all. You see, weapon card here on the left-hand corner gives you the attack value, the damage that you deal. On the bottom right-hand corner gives you the durability. So every time it's used in combat, it will lose one durability. So every time he strikes something with it, goes down in one durability. Or in the case of this armor, anytime he utilizes its ability, it'll go down in one durability as well. And you see here, it went down from 2 to 1. And he wanted to get that ally out of play. Sacrificed 3 damage on Zana for that. Or on, not Zana, damn it, Visca. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about here anymore. Let's see, Cass, Kali. The chat. Chat has any favorites? Nobody's really said much about who they think's gonna win. Of all the purple five
Yeah,
on the.
it's really tough at this stage. You know, you got 16 players. Um, what's interesting, what I've seen performing really well, both the Bane Bars won their first round match. It's not in a standard, meta deck that you'd expect right now. So that's interesting. Apart from that, I think a lot of it's up in the air with these players. I think tomorrow we'll have a much better impression of who stands where in terms of winning it.
Did you say that both the Bane Bows won their first round?
Yeah,
It's not something I think anybody saw coming, huh?
no, no.
No, you said Nam is a Revel without a mat. You didn't actually say who was your favorite, did you? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about who's gonna win. I mean, George always a solid. I mean, you're never gonna. And all of these players, you can pretty much say, yeah, I think they'll win, and no one's gonna give you an argument.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, honestly, even with all the anger and all the salt about Darklaw, I kind of feel like this meta and oh, okay, you can't have two favorites, Collie. Favorite means one person, not two. Jeez, that's the language barrier right there. Can't stand that guy. Uh, no, overall, I think as a balance, it feels like almost every hero has a chance to make headway in the game right now, besides the two or three that are always on the bottom, like Logan and Skurvox.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree
Oh,
with that.
I mean, it seems it's pretty wide open, right? I mean, pretty much everyone has a shot right now. I feel like this is the best balance I've seen in a long time.
In terms of the game,
Yeah.
I think in terms of this tournament, yes, because people are, really, trying to counter, bring something different. And I think it's leaning towards a very good world championship that we've got on our hands.
Where I've seen which do you think lowest functions better with this utilizing that location, or do you think damn it. What is the other mage? The one that has the ability to pull items through your
Ramian.
list.
Yeah, that's a Ramia. So, yeah, I'd lean onto Lost. Ramia is probably more versatile and can handle situations better. But the key thing for Lost, he has that one big major removal. And so, with something like a Spell Eater Bands, I'm sure a lot of these Vics that are playing today will be carrying a Spell Eater Bands. And I think that Lost is able to deal with something like that a lot easier than something like an Aramia would. And I think that's why I would just edge towards a Ramia, Lost being a stronger user of Iram, the location.
That's pretty sound explanation there. Kind of make me sound stupid again for even asking a question. It's not very nice of you.
No, but it's definitely close, and that's why in all of these major tournaments you've seen both those decks because they're both very useful. They both have their own styles of playing. They both have their counters. Getting a lot of people on chat, which is good.
Yeah, I like people being active in here. And I like that we have a couple of new people coming around and asking questions. I mean, I've said it myself. I've been playing this game for almost a decade now, and I've come and go to a lot of different games. If this is one that I always somehow find my way back to, though.
Yeah.
It's a great product. I think once people jump in on it, they
Mm,
realize like, hey, I kind of want to stick around with this one. Yeah, a lot of people
mm.
have been around a long time. I don't know about you. Have you come and gone at all, or you just been here since the beginning?
Well, I initially set up my account in 2012. That's when I first played the game, and then I left the game. And then all of a sudden, picked it up again in late 2018, early 2019, around the time when Sig won his World Cup.
Oh,
And that's when I got back into the game and started playing it seriously. I only played it for a few weeks when I first signed up, and then I've been here ever since.
oh, all right. So you've got some insight into the earlier times of the game as well.
Not I won't say much, very little insight, but much more recent insight. And I'm about on the game every single day at the moment for the last 2 years. So we've had a round two result through. Kiki's beaten Vanity 2-1. This is the last matchup remaining from round one, which is interesting.
Oh, hey man, I had to learn how to stream basically last night before I went to sleep for an hour to wake up to do this. And I mean, just the fact that it's even running is a miracle. You have no idea. Atlas lost. So I mean, if I can't, if I'll try to fix it for tomorrow. We'll be doing this again tomorrow. So hopefully by then I can fix it up for you guys. But I kind of just had to run with what I could get put together. Ah, Potato has knowledge. Potato has purple lettering that matches TJ Samuel's mat, which is also nice.
So it looks like Namcat got the edge here, and he's in control of this match. But does he have enough damage left? He's wasted a little bit clearing some of those for allies.
Yeah, this is like uncharted territory for mages these days, right? They don't usually get into turn 13.
No, no. But this Iram deck is much more controlled than normal mages are, just because of the amount of damage it can do. But yeah, you normally wouldn't expect it to be still in play at this point.
Actually, I haven't. The does it have? I didn't check out the brackets. Does this show who's at the top at the moment? How many players get to move on?
So we'll have 8 players moving on. We've got 4 different groups of 4 players in each group. and the top two players from each group will move on. So at the moment, we've got just the first round matches played in the main, one second round match played. So the brackets aren't showing much at the moment. At the end of the next round, we'll be able to see who's looking a lot more likely.
Oh
Having
wow.
said that,
No, I just saw another
having
result come
said
through.
yeah, that's right. And that's Group D is interesting. They're rushing ahead of everyone. They've now just finished their second round matches. And what's interesting is Purple Emoji has won both matches now. So he looks like he's on his way to tomorrow. And then it looks like it'll be a shootout between Verp and Kiki for that second place spot.
Well, Purple Emoji has been tearing up the ladder recently, so it's not a surprise to see him be moving along.
No.
Ooh, this is getting really close.
Yeah.
But it's like you
But
said, that
this is yeah. Does he have enough damage left? That's the key thing here. And then next turn, that actual Adlard will heal up 2 as well.
yeah. So Adler, for anyone watching that doesn't know, every time he
Yeah.
deals damage, he heals up your hero by 1, and every time he's summoned, he deals damage. So just summoning him generally can heal you up at least for 1. So he's kind of like a mini. It's not really a board wipe. What is it? 1 damage? No, 2 damage. 2 damage across the board on
Yeah.
the opponent's side. So it,
Yeah.
I'm just glad he lost the 2 HP because that was a bit much. Having him at
What
2
was his
8.
HP higher before?
Yeah, he was 2 8 before.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was very high.
Yeah, that was too much. And that's and Sam is fine. He doesn't care if he runs out of cards because he's gonna have come on, help me out here. The card where he gets all
um,
his allies back.
yeah, he's already used it though. He's already used his resurrection, which is interesting.
Oh, he did. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, yeah, he's already used it.
Oh, healing touch. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Again, that's a bit of a counter for all of these attachments that are flying about everywhere.
Yep, that's right. Huh? It does remove attachments. Wait, Kali, that's for this one? This is the first match? Is this the first
Yeah,
match between them?
no, it's a first round match. Oh, is it? It can't be the first match. It's a first round match, I'm sure,
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't think it's a first match.
Well, both of these, I mean, Zana, even the way she's played nowadays is still kind of controlish, right? So,
Yeah.
okay.
Collie said lost first match, 2 more to go. Does that mean
Oh,
that this is? Oh no, I think he's talking about
oh,
somebody else.
Atlas. Got you.
Yeah, listen.
Oh, he's so focused on Atlas. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Some mystery there, I'm sure.
You might be able to figure it out. Let us
I
know if
don't,
you do.
I don't know. I don't even know the name of the damn cards in this game anymore, so I wouldn't count on it. Man, this game is dragged. Of all the games we watched, this is the one that's dragged on the longest.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
15. I mean, we didn't see anybody deck out before, but
No, this looks like it's over to me now. I think that Sam J has got too much, and I can't see how Los is going to have enough damage to get to the end. Got handful of cards. I've not been completely keeping an eye, but I'm sure I've seen a few fireballs. I'm sure I've seen damage being used on allies as well.
I've been talking to Potato the whole time, Collie. All right, the whole time, and I've
All right,
been
we'll try to make a bit more effort to involve you guys. So needy, aren't they?
well, Collie. I mean, you know,
Yeah, true, exactly.
yeah. They're just, you see.
This is getting really interesting. He's got enough. He's got a
Oh,
couple of allies on board now as well,
I,
and he's
I,
getting very close.
I forgot about the damage dealt by Yeah, and Zana's not
Yep.
gonna have the damage for that unless she drops a
No,
King's Pride.
maybe an Adlard.
Oh, Adler
That
would
would
be
at least clear
nice.
the allies. Yeah.
Yep. What do you got, Sam? Come on, Sam. This is what
What do
is
you
it?
think he had?
Oh,
Obviously, mango isn't it? I'm talking to the chat now.
pause, champ. My bad. What did I have for lunch? What the? It's 6 a.m. for me. But if I did, it'd probably have something to do with mangoes. Mangoes are really good. Oh, so he has no
You can
answer to
clear
anything.
yeah, you can clear one of those allies and survive another turn possibly, but then you've got Namcast got 2 cards in hand. If one of them's got damage, it's game over.
Cannibalism. Yummy. Why? What did you have for lunch? Tarantula? Okay. Okay, so it's like you said, if he has a weapon or any kind of direct damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, time
Well,
for
the
breakfast.
likelihood is you probably got a location buried there.
All right, what do we got? He's got to deal 3 damage.
He's got it.
Oh, man. Well, that was a
That
grind of
was
a
a
game.
Yeah, it was actually a quality game. Both players,
Whew.
playing it brilliantly.
26
Yeah,
minutes. That's easily the longest match we watched, probably by twice as much.
yeah. We're
All
missing
right.
out on some stuff. So let's have a look what we should dive into now.
Ah,
Um,
I was gonna check
let's have
out.
a look at some of the winners. How
Okay.
about if you scroll up, you've got Dub against Blackie. You've also got Bean Talk against George. That'll be an interesting one.
Bean Talk just lost that one.
Okay. Let's go with Dub and Blackie then.
Dylan Blackie.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a shot. I was gonna say Atlas, but what do you know? He's not here. Don't say I didn't try, okay? Later, Charlie. What do we got? Ooh, Leash and Life. This is not gonna be your typical Rush Mage deck, I'm guessing then. Interesting. And the deck for RS Blackie, you see his playmat there. That was, I believe, drawn by one of their members. Good game, Sam. I don't know if all 3 of your games were like that, but it was fun for us to watch. Lightning Strike. Oh no, so it is. So he's got the Leash of Life. What the hell is he playing? What does he have that he needs Leash of Life for? Wow. Okay, so he's got everything set up. He's got his draw. He's got Leash of Life for an ally that will never be worried about his captured prey. Blackie's got his machete though. The Elizabeth playmat though. I'm really feeling the Elizabeth playmat. Underrated playmat. Man, he's got a lot of items. It's nice to see a random poison well come up. We got people needing breaks right now. Bathroom breaks, neuron breaks, poor Nam Castle. This is a grind. I don't blame people for needing some time. Ooh, here we go. We got 8 to the face. The Elizabeth one for Dub Dub. Yeah. The auto mod doesn't like your comment, Collie, but I don't care. I'm allowing it. It's not a big deal. These things are so touchy these days. Not perv touchy. Just you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm getting at. I don't care. I'm an adult. I can take some lashings, some verbal lashings. I'll live. I'm not gonna cry, hide in a corner. Nice. How many Dark Claws have we seen today? What is it, like three or four? It's actually it's actually less than I would have expected. And it looks like W's gonna take a L on this one. I don't see him coming back on this. This is pretty rough. Unless he finds a way to deal 21 damage in 2 turns. Got the Loom. Kind of like a Santa Bomb there, not giving his opponents any cards, just giving him some. You feel like an outline? Outlaw? Outlaw! Jesus, Collie! What is wrong with you? Oh. You're like our comic relief. The chat would die without you. Come on, Dubby. Let's go, Dub Dub. I never root for mages, but for some reason, I just don't like Dark Claw, so I wouldn't mind seeing Dub take this. Alright, he decides to pull out his own machete. Oh! That's actually such a cool card that never really saw much usage. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Commit relief might. I don't get it. Is that I'm maybe it's just because it's 6 a.m. and I slept for an hour. Oh, got it. Yeah, I was being sarcastic. I don't really think he's that important either. So I'm glad we're on the same page there. Comes in. Oh, damn. That'd be it. Look at that. That was a 4-minute match. That's more like what we're wanting to see. All right, you guys. So, who are we watching next? Who's next? Who's next? Big Kiki Bean Talk, last year's champion. So no vest for him this year. Not surprising, right? Not gonna not gonna bring a vest when Sorcerer is just the ultimate removal expert and will get rid of everything. There's no Where is Atlas? Oh, okay, there he is. Fine, Atlas. We will wait for Atlas. I'll give you that much. Big Kiki, I'm really interested in the Threaven pick. I mean, could he have chosen Threaven just because of Darklaw? Let's see what's going on in this chat right here. I would rather watch cat videos. Oh, that's not nice. Luckily, I don't get my feelings hurt. Is it up? Hey, it's up. All right, let's jump in. See what's going on in here. Ooh, this is a good viewpoint for this mat. It's nice. And our players really knocked it out the park with these custom mats. You're welcome, Collie. Looks like I lost Cass. He probably has a family or girlfriend or something. Something I have none of right now. Actually, not not a terrible thing. There's a certain amount of relief to being free from all that. Alright. So that's a pretty solid start so far. I'm gonna have to get someone else to jump in here with me. Colleague, get your butt into this chat. Talk to me. See that terrible. What do you got? He's using old mats. What? What mats? See, who's actually in this Discord channel? There's not a lot of us in this. I gotta check it out. Let's see who's in here. Who can I bug to get their butts in here and talk to me? Cass has a life. Let's see, let me see. We have Flameboy. Oh, I think the problem is a number of these people are actually playing, so I can't really ask them to come in. It's all right. There's one thing I never have a problem with. It's talking forever. Wow, then I speak Portuguese? What the hell do you speak down there again? Is it Portuguese? Or up there, or whatever, wherever the hell you are. I forget. No, you're South America, right? Oh my gosh, we're already watching Atlas. Mars, huh? There we go. Argentina. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. It's literally his damn turn right now. Yeah, I would like to see Sam win, to be honest. Nah, this is Jose. Cass. I think I heard like children or something. So either his kids came in and he had to go be with them, or
Hey
he
there.
was. Oh, he's back. I was just about to say either his
Yeah.
kids came together. You have kids, right, Cass? You have kids over there with
No,
you?
I think I just lost connection somehow. I don't know why. Don't know
Oh,
why. I was still commenting on the last game by myself, and I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'm back with you now.
welcome back. Yeah, I could have sworn I heard children. I think I'm just hearing voices. That can't be good. That's a lack of sleep thing right there.
Yeah, I do have children in the house, but they've been quite well behaved so far.
Oh, you do? All right, good for you.
Yeah.
See, I knew I heard children. I was like, either his kids came to bug him or he was kidnapped by the spirits of children past. Like maybe he lives in a mental hospital or something. You never know. Some of the players, some of the people we have playing this game. Whoa, Georgie took 3-0 over Bean. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Is that Bean out now? Because he's lost 2 matches, yeah? So we will have a new world champion.
Oh,
Hey, Joker.
he is gone, huh? Wow. Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, his winning deck last year would have probably been destroyed this year.
Yeah, absolutely. He had no chance with that deck. Not with all these sorcerers running around. So at the moment, we've got 2 players that are 2-0, George and Purple Emoji.
So not really a surprise.
No, no. Especially George, I think a lot of people are pointing towards him as a big player for today and tomorrow.
He did win recently, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Did he not?
Sorry, say that again.
Did he not win recently, like a couple years
No,
ago?
no. No, I think that was his teammate, Sigismund.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Deciding to heal up his ally.
Yeah. The key thing here is that Wrath of the Forest. Whilst that's still attached for Vic, Vic is in a good place. And at the moment, Zana's card count isn't looking great either.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than waving, doing a tidal wave while your opponent has a Wrath of the Forest in play.
Yeah. Just to fill up their hands so they can just spam board again and just take over.
You know, I honestly have a soft spot for Samuel because I think the year that I hosted this, he actually woke up an hour late and missed the tournament.
Did he?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
real sad moment. I was like, oh my God, I felt like such crap. He showed up and we
Yeah.
had already been rolling and he was like, not.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
bad thing about a tournament like this that takes place and one day, one time is just not it's not a convenient time for everyone.
Yeah, I felt really bad, especially for anyone that puts in the amount of work to get here. That was a real travesty. It was terrible. And then being the one that has to make that call, like, yeah, yep, you're out. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine being a tough spot there. We've had another result through in Group A. So Nikishimi's beaten Philip, which puts them both 1-1 for the group so far. That's Bean and George's group as well. So Bean's on 2 wins. Nikishimi and Philip are 1 win and 1 loss, and Bean's on 2 losses.
Wow.
So
Oh, this is exactly what we're talking about. That wave into a Wrath of the Forest. Just
yeah, he had to play the wave because there's too many allies on board, too much damage to be done.
and just
But
the
the king
sorcerer.
and
They just can't leave the sorcerer
yeah,
there.
no, you can't. Luckily, he didn't have any items to be taken away, but still leaving that Nathan and that sorcerer.
Wow. And then there's the buff from Dragnus taking
Yeah,
the ally out of the range of the
yeah.
summon ability too. Oh,
Oh, wow!
wow.
The perfect play. The perfect play.
Get the hell out of here, Sam, with that garbage play. That is such that is
What a way to
such
turn a match.
there's words I want to say, but I will not. I'll try to keep it PG, but that was absolute garbage.
The good thing for
Abs-
Atlas is he has his ability now. He has his ability, and he can definitely clear one of those allies.
Oh yeah, did he play a poison arrow earlier? Guilds, it's the same in every game, right? I mean, there's always groups of people that have like-minded philosophies or tendencies, or just want to be in a group with other people that are more into the game than your average player, so they join up. And that's pretty much what the guilds are here. Its only benefit is really to the players. I mean, it's our own groupings that we made up, and some people have there were guilds that were Asian guilds specifically, RS, KA, XY. Yeah, I think they're more Chinese.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's the Italian Guild 17 there used to be.
oh yeah, that's right. There was a Italian Guild
Yeah,
17.
yeah,
There was
yeah. But
religious guilds. There was a guild that was a Christian guild before. It's
yeah, I
just
think I read that as well.
yeah, it's just something that people always end up doing, right? You find people that you like being around more than others. You say, hey, screw those guys. I like these guys more. Hey, let's group up and have a whole group of us saying screw those guys.
So Atlas was actually able to clear both of those allies on that same turn, which is amazing considering that move from Sam J. So Sam J's back in that same old spot that he was in before, um,
Yeah, that was
struggling with
actually
cards.
pretty amazing when you think about it. So usually a play like that would be devastating, but it was kind of like, okay, whatever. Good. Get rid of this, get rid of that. No problem. Join the guild with the best playmat. Man, who has the best playmat? I'm not sure who I would say has the best playmats. I didn't play the internet, Bill. Why? What happened?
Hey,
Something
so it still
happened?
looks like Atlas.
Oh, okay.
Are you with me?
No,
No,
yeah,
so
I'm
I
here.
just put myself on mute for a second. Yeah. So it looks like Atlas is in control of this. Sam J is just about keeping up. Very little cards in hand.
Yeah, the fact that Wrath of the Forest stuck around for so long is just
Yeah,
it was just a
and now
nail
he's
in
got
the
another one.
coffin. I don't generally I feel like this is the way this matchup tends to go though, doesn't it?
No, it's very close. And one of the key cards that Zana can play to make a big difference is Book of Curses. A lot of Vic's early allies, especially, have that 1 damage or that 2 damage, and turning that into 1 damage is massive. Book of Curses really hurts Vic. But Sam's obviously just not being able to get it out. Vic is probably the most consistent hero in the game. So Zana having little draw. I think that's the 3rd tidal wave already used as well.
Yeah, he's just been starved for draw. He's only halfway through his deck.
Yeah.
And Atlas is just, I mean, number of options he has at this point. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch. I feel like the writing's on the wall for this one.
Yeah. Okay, at least that gets some draw going, but even that staff is not going to last long now.
Yeah, he only has one more turn with it.
Yeah, and that's if there's no Visca in hand.
All right, it's going to remove 2 durability. Keon will take a shot. It's interesting how Vic, I mean, when I left the beginning of last year or middle of last year, Vic was not in this position. And then I came back and all of a sudden he was a monster again.
Yeah, that's the the great thing about Vic is he's just got access to so many different cards that can just come in useful to really adjust the meta. With one of his biggest weaknesses of late was those Era mages that we've seen quite a lot today, and a few people have just put in those decoy traps and have really changed that matchup to a much closer matchup. Iram is probably still edges that matchup in most occasions, but it's much closer. And having a slight weakness to having a great weakness is a big thing in the game.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna get a little heal action here. It feels like he's just kind of delaying the inevitable though.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but at this point, it feels me. I might just even ignore those 2 allies. They can't do much damage with that kind on board. Just go face.
I wouldn't bother either. We just keep rushing him down. Yeah. Don't even kill them. Let him have to waste his turn killing them.
Yeah.
Is this the only Zana? Or only priest?
Possibly. If it is, that would be a big shock to me because I was expecting at least 2 or 3. We've had that Threbbin, but that's very unique.
Looks like Philip went down 2-1.
Yeah, that's that group with Georgian that we discussed earlier.
Man, I would not want to be a part of a number of these groups. It's like, you know what? I'm good.
No. So
you guys have fun. Just take the wins.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's about getting to the World Cup, and also, on the day, a lot of things can happen because so much of it is dependent on the group that you're in, the deck that you bring, the deck that your opponents brings. Because all of these guys are just at that top level.
Yeah, Bobcat. Look at you, Cat. Every time I see that cat, that's like probably the best foil in Cat's eyes because what did they do when they made this card foil? They cut out that dude with the bow. Now you just have the cat. So you know that has to be her favorite card. What do we got? Oh, Inevitable took down Auto 3-0. Wow. In a wave. Oh, hey, Samuel is doing his best to stick around.
Yeah. Card count's getting low now as well. So this is where, especially if that Zana had more draw earlier in the game, that the game would really be changing because the plan from Zana would now to be outlasting those 7 cards that Vic has, and getting into that resurrection game where she brings back all of our allies into a deck and then takes over.
Yeah, well, that was the fourth wave, right?
Definitely third. Definitely third.
So I guess the question is, would you wave here again? Like you would have to, right? You can't unless
Yeah,
he has
you'd
a
have to. Yeah.
unless he has a King's Pride. That would stave off a majority of
Mm,
that.
yeah. Maybe an Adlard here, and then getting some more heal from Zana as well could help.
Yeah, that would
So you
keep
could
him
get,
alive.
she could, yeah,
Or Healing Touch. Well, he could still play an Adler though.
yeah,
Oh, isn't that okay? Well, either way, he staves off
yeah,
losing that match right
yeah,
there. Oh,
yeah.
what did he pull?
Yeah, but if you look at Atlas's shadow energy, any fatty coming right now is no problem at all.
Yeah, the next two.
So you can kill it with one of them braggarts.
Yeah, the next two turns, he doesn't care what his opponent plays.
No. But now the priest is starting to fill up hand. It really needs to get this into end game.
Talking about chess, we got. It seems to be moving along rather quickly, though. The format in general seems to be. I don't know if it's a combination of the new format and the new streamlined play of the game, or
Yeah.
just.
Uh,
But it.
and also, we're not waiting for all the groups to finish. Once one group sort of finishes, we're letting them carry on into their second round, which kind of speeds it up. They're not waiting around. So one of these groups will be probably done very quickly.
Yeah, I think that this was a Collie. Like it was a Collie's idea, right? I thought I heard this was Collie's idea to give this
No,
format a shot.
I think no, I think this was all Kyle's idea.
Oh, okay.
Just talking about results, we've got our first definite qualifier for next round tomorrow, and that's Purple Emoji. He's gone 3-0 in his group. He
Wow.
just beat Kiki 3-0, so he's made it. And it looks like it's between Verp and Vanity, and we could potentially go to a playoff in that group as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm enjoying this new format. It's really going well. So, Kyle, if that was Kyle's brainchild, thank you. It seems. I mean, this is usually more of a grueling process, but it seems like it's pretty streamlined right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, this is
I'm not,
another
I'm not Oh, it was Collie's idea,
All right, Collie.
but both yeah. We'll give it to Collie then.
Collie, well done, young man. I think he is younger than me, so I can actually say that to him. Ooh, okay, so
He's not younger than anybody. Yeah, so that's the fourth medal.
that is the fourth one.
Yeah. So now Atlas knows what he can do. He knows he can just spam those allies onto board and just go after that Zana.
Fair enough. Hey, Purple! Well done, young man. Well done. We saw you owned your group and already qualified. Not surprised. You're always at the top of the ladder. I think the last couple of seasons we always see you at the top, so I'm not surprised at all to see you take it out, even against the players that you were playing against. Oh, we got a resurrection. Yeah, very well done. Who did Purple beat in his group again?
He's beaten Vert, Kiki, and Vanity. So he's beaten the Banebow, the Threbbin, and the Loast.
Ah, the Banebow. They had such a good start too.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Blackie beat Dub 2-1.
Wow. That really opens up that group. think everyone's 1-1 in that group now. That'll be a real interesting finish.
That's exactly what Kyle was talking about when he said I reserve judgment to see how many ties we're left with.
Yeah, I
No,
wouldn't want to be in his shoes dealing with that.
yeah, you don't really want to see how that happens, Kyle. I think you just start praying for some 3-0s. Oh, well, there we go, man. Sam came to waste our time today. 20-minute game, over 20 minutes each one of his games today.
I think we should look at that Vanity. I think that could be a direct qualifier, or we can have a look at someone we've not seen yet.
We haven't
Maybe
seen
even Philip
George.
and George.
Yeah,
Philip and George. Yeah, let's go with that.
yeah. Oh, no mats, no sleeves. We'll stick around.
Shocking.
I
Yeah.
think we should deduct Shadow Crystals from his account just because.
Yeah. Letting
No,
us
no,
down.
yeah, definitely. Or just
Yeah.
maybe Kyle can just take away all his foils. That would teach him.
We should have a word with him for tomorrow, though.
Oh, okay, that's right. So if he gets the foils, we just take them back because this is absolutely disgusting display. But then he's playing Bloodfang, and I'm real partial to Bloodfang. Always been a fan of Bloodfang, even before
Yeah.
he was what he is now.
Yeah. But Bloodfang's doing real well lately. But George just seems to be the person that can play Bloodfang to that other level. He's brought Bloodfang to a lot of tournaments and done really, really well.
Cat, you just how can you hate dogs so much? All dogs do is love you. Like you come home, a dog is happy to see you. A cat just says, "Where's my food?" Big difference. Yes, please do that. We will bring her over to the side of the dogs. Doesn't take much. We should just get her a dog, a real life dog. Uh, so can dogs. Don't you know about wolves? Wolves survive by themselves too. Ah, there you go. See, look at that. Hate my cats. See, a cat expects you to wait on them. A dog just wants to serve you. So, yeah, a dog will risk his life for you. A cat will run the other way. They're not going to try to get in front of anything for you. You're done. No, they just like having company. Don't you like having someone holding your hand when you have to take a dump? Everybody does.
What's interesting here is that George played used the Bloodfang ability to play the Crusher, but didn't actually haste the Crusher. He hasted the Woven Prophet instead to leave the Crusher out, and it meant that Philip had to use his Shadow Energy to clear that Crusher, and you had to use both the attacks as well. Very interesting play going on here.
Well, you came in and totally ruined it because we were trying to talk about cats and dogs, and
Yeah,
then you came
I
in and
know.
started talking about Shadow Arrow, and it
I know.
totally
Yeah,
blew it. Whatever. God,
I'm
some
ruining it
people.
for everyone.
Oh, what are you gonna do? It's all right. I'm glad you're here. I'm still glad you're here.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone is. We didn't want that conversation to be diverted anywhere
Yeah,
where it
well,
was headed.
it's okay. Good. Probably a good job jumping in when you did. Once we started getting to the bathroom part of it, it was probably a dangerous slope.
Yeah. And now they're all having a go at me on the chat as well.
She's never gonna let me forget that. I don't, do you know what Kat's talking about? All this falling asleep nonsense?
No, go on,
Oh,
enlighten us.
there was a world championship that I was supposed to be a part of, and I slept in.
Oh no. A world championship that you slept in.
Yeah,
Shocking.
nothing bad,
Yeah. I
nothing
was
big
worried
this time.
about you today for a little bit as well.
Oh yeah, I kind of took it to the edge there, but
Yeah.
I needed to get at least over an hour. As long as I have an hour, I'll be able to function.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
done. Go to work later. Come back. Get ready to do it again. I'll be good.
Yeah, good.
You'll never forget that day. You don't even know what we're talking about. Don't even act like you have any sort of memory in that head. Okay, we know. I haven't spent much time with you, but I know. If there's one thing I know, it's to doubt you, and that'll usually be a good thing. Four. So why lower the Crusher's attack? I mean, four still kills the ally, right? So
Yeah, yeah. George is spending a lot of his shadow energy now after that first use of his ability, just sort of reducing the attack or reducing the passive ability of those DC allies, which has meant that Philip can pull away. He's saving up his energy to attack and go face. It looks like this match is just headed one way at the moment.
yeah, Kali did. Yeah, I was one of the organizers for that tournament. That's why it was such a big deal for me to not be there. And Kat's always been around. Kat's another long time here that's been a part of many big tournaments and is always putting in her time for the community. So always
Yeah,
thankful to
there's a
have
lot
Kat
of you
around.
ancients about. There's a lot of you ancients about.
Oh yeah, gosh. Hey, you were there around there too. Okay, so you better watch out with that ancient talk. I mean, don't talk over here like you're 18 years old.
No, I'm not.
Oh man, that was that was a pretty thorough thrashing there. It didn't really ever seem like
Yeah,
he had a chance.
no, no. And considering George is 2-0 up in his group as well,
So even
and
if
he's
he
already
loses
beaten the
this,
DC. Yeah.
it's like Sam, I love you, but I can't watch another one of your games.
No,
Uh, uh,
no,
2 games over 20 minutes. I love the guy, but
no,
it's not gonna happen. Wait, there's
no.
19 messages. What's going on here? Oh, Raf Majeur helps. Raf has been a big help in there. Raf has been around for a long time too.
Yeah.
Who did we already watch? Didn't we? Did they play
Bean,
already? Or is that
who's
just
that?
Beantalk and Niche? Or am I just thinking about the
Yes.
other Dark Hall that he played
So,
against?
yeah, if you look below, you can see that they've already played a match or so. Nikishimi's already won one. Uh,
Hmm. So what do
it's
you
just
think?
there. Yeah, let's go with that. It looks like the last match didn't take too long, 9 minutes in total. So let's go with that top match, Beantalk and Nikishimi.
All right, jumping in. Let's roll.
So this is that same group with George and Philip. So Beantalk is 0-2 in this group. George is 2-0, but is currently losing to Philip. And then Nikushimi then needs to win this match. If he doesn't, it looks like he could be out with Beantalk. And it's interesting that they're both guild members as well.
Oh, I have not seen that mat with the son of a.
I've not seen that. No.
I don't. Of course, I don't know what the card is called. What's it called?
I can't remember the name of that one. It will
Yes,
come to me.
finally, finally.
Consuming fear. There we go.
Oh God,
Consuming fear. We got it.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I could just think a second.
You could have just let me have the one time where you were on my level. No,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
you had to
no
outshine
need
me.
for that. No. Yes, absolutely.
And oh, he has Zealot. Hey, look at that. I know that card's name. That's Zealot. Something Zealot. Crap. I don't remember. I know half the name. So even when I do remember a card's name, it's only half, not the full.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like this this position for being. Pretty sure he's done here.
No. No. Yeah, he struggled all tournament long. This Yathan just doesn't seem good enough. And it's interesting that we've not seen any Elementalis either. So people have just been veering away from these quick rush ally based decks.
Oh, that's right. Not a single Elementalis, huh?
No. But then DC has performed better than I thought that so many people would just be teching against DC that it would struggle, but it's coped. Although people have adjusted it, they've gone with a Lakmaya Jeweler's Dream combination rather than just focusing on one of those two as your resource renewal.
Yeah, I mean that's 5 resources in one turn if you have the appropriate setup, and that's
Mhm.
a big swing.
Yeah.
And we have
We
a
were discussing.
what's that?
Sorry, after you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we were discussing personal sleeves before, weren't we? Nikushimi looks like he's got some personal sleeves there.
Oh, let's check it out. It's a Baduru?
Yeah, Baduru, yeah.
That is, wow, that's really nice actually. I've never seen that.
Yeah. No.
They also in the guild, A1 Hitachi, he's actually really good at I don't know what's the correct terminology in regards to fabricating.
Designing.
Yeah, designing.
Designing.
He's actually really good at that. So I wonder if he's played a part in
Yeah.
a lot of their
Yeah.
mats. Like as the it's the Shadow Knight one down here, or Death Knight,
Yeah.
whatever the hell it's called. I like you got
Yeah. The shadow.
the inlay of the A1 emblem right over the shoulder, kind of opaque. You
Yeah.
can see right through it. It's really nice.
Yeah. His own personal mat as well with Jasmine Rosacult's really nice as well.
Oh yes, it is. It is. Dreadclaw Totem is definitely unique. That's
Yeah.
something you do not see at all.
Yeah. It used to be quite popular in the old the standard DC, but ever since Lakmar has become popular, been a lot less prevalent.
Wait, did you say you were watching it on your phone?
No, I'm not watching it on the computer. I'm connecting through my phone though for the voice chat.
Gotcha, gotcha. Hitachi made it? Really? Wow. Cats come in and swinging hard. I think we had already said who actually made it. RS Purple Emoji made it. Why are you so mean, Cat? Jeez.
It looks like we've got a second qualifier from that group as well. It looks like TJ Vanity has actually made it after
Hey,
losing his first two matches. He lost his first two matches, but then as all three of the players in that group, Vanity, Kiki, and Verb, had one win, but Vanity had a better point score. Very interesting.
I wonder if I can try to take a look at the brackets. I don't want to mess with this. I don't want to mess with it right now. It actually
So I'll
wasn't,
keep you updated.
yeah, it actually wasn't working for the longest time. And I tried multiple ways to get it to work, and finally, it just started working. I don't even know what happened. So I didn't even turn on my computer. I'm like, I'm not turning this thing off just in case it doesn't work again. Wow, so many captured praise. I'm surprised he stuck around this long. I figured it'd be over by now.
Yeah.
He's doing just
With no,
enough
with
work.
Yeah, no draw at the moment either. So this game looks as good as dead. It's going to take a massive top deck, but even then, look at that state of that Visca. It's got 1 HP left. Even if it did become active again with Legend Rises, it wouldn't last long.
Yeah, no, the game is done. Great Cloud Totem, so more than it's interesting. It's not something you see at all from Dark Claw. I've never seen a Dark Claw run that. Generally, they don't. I wouldn't think they run enough allies for it, but I mean, I guess it pairs well too, though, if you utilize in the Jeweler's Dream. So, I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah, and Sacrificial Lamb as well. You can make it active within that turn. Attack with it. That Dreadclaw totem has ambush as well. In my opinion, it's a decent card. There's just not enough space in it in that Lakmai DC normally. So that's why it's a bit interesting to see it.
I don't know. It Cass, is it what game is this for this the one that we're watching?
It's definitely not first. It's at least a second, and I believe Nikushima won the first one as well.
Let me see. Oh yeah, he did. He took the first one against him. Oh, that's it. That was the third game.
Yeah,
So Bean took the first, and then Nick
Bean
took
took the
the
first one.
then Nick took
Wow.
the next two.
Okay, so that looks like that group done. Kyle will just update the brackets and then we can see who's actually qualified. We've got 3 players on 2-1, and it looks like even though Nikushimi's won that one, he still won't have enough to qualify. I think it'll be George and Philip that go to the next round.
Oh wow. But he played it out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. We haven't watched Auto at all. Let's check that out.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ah, brilliant, Matt. Once again. Let me see. I want to take a look at the bracket myself. I get it set up so next one I can actually view it. A,
Yeah,
B, C.
we've only got two. Yeah, we've got 2 groups left active. This group that we're looking at right now, the Dub Otto group, is on their 3rd round, and it looks like that Atlas Cripple Threat Anubis group is still on round 2.
That's because Sam's holding them up. Oh,
That's Zana.
yeah, I'm really surprised there's only one priest. The complete lack of priests and Elementalis is a real
Yeah,
surprise.
there's actually two priests, but one was that Threbin.
Oh yeah. Don't really. It generally doesn't have the same gameplay, right? So maybe that's why I keep
No,
negating him.
yeah.
But I remember, was it last year or a couple years ago? Fake Kiki brought in Amber, and his first matchup in the day 8 in the final 8 was against Jericho, and it was like the
Oh,
one, and if the guy who was it that I can't remember who the player was, but he actually was a replacement for the final 16. So he actually didn't.
was he?
Yeah, he didn't even make it in. He was just right there, and then they needed a replacement, and he got
Oh,
bumped in, or it was a tiebreaker or something like that. So he just barely made it
mm,
in, and then got matched up with them. It was his first match in the final 8. It was just the worst luck ever.
yeah, worst ever.
And even Kiki, I remember Kiki, who was like, I, this was the year I knew Amber was going to win the world championship, and then one person out of 16 brought brought Jericho.
But who doesn't show up for their World Cup spot?
Who it might have been a
You know,
tiebreaker.
if you
I, I,
spend so much time qualifying for a World Cup that then not to show up. But yeah, maybe it was just a tiebreaker.
yeah, I just remember the horrendous luck that he had to actually face it first. I mean, he probably would have ran into him either way because he was on his side of the bracket for the final 8. But just having that be your first one, I was like,
Mm.
you just know that's not going to win. He never was able to keep a blood frenzy in play. It was just terrible. Oh wow, this is a pretty nasty setup. The only time you
Yeah,
see
this is
that armor is with the mage. Before you used to see it with Zao all the time. Now it's
yeah. You still see with Zal, but Zal's just not a popular hero right now. With Aramia, it's a real useful card, and these era mages have just needed that bit of defense against weapon heroes to allow themselves to have a chance, and they've made a big difference. And it's usually Soulbound armor is the more popular armor in Aramia, while Snow Sapphire is the more popular one in Los.
the Elizabeth Winterborn card is still one of my favorite arts. I don't know why. I just really like that artwork.
In Group 1 that we were discussing before, Jose, we're going to a playoff between Philip and Nikishimi actually because they're tied on points. So George has qualified, but Philip and Nikishimi will play a playoff.
How many games?
So best of 3 again, and then the winner goes to the next round.
Oh wow. Okay. It has begun. Exactly what Kyle was worried about.
Yeah. Well, luckily, it wasn't a three-way tie. It was only a two-way tie. So at least it's just one extra match they got to play.
What, 3 extra matches, right? Jeez, it's gonna hold back everything a little bit too.
Yeah, but the good thing is, Group B is so far behind that them guys will be finished before they finish.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. That's right.
Let's just hope Group B doesn't have any ties. Be here all night.
Philip and Niku, they're playing because they tied, and what was it? What was it, Cass? Why they're playing the
Yeah,
type?
they're playing like the playoffs. So they both won. They both went 2-1. They've all got tiebreakers against each other with George. And then they both got 5 set points each. It's interesting because I think that one of them has already beaten the other one. So Carl might need to look at that again before he pushes it on. Yeah, Nikushimi's actually already beaten Philip.
Looking.
Yeah, Niku already won against him. So we'll leave it to Kyle to figure out what he's going to do there.
Oh, I haven't been following the results, and I don't know anything about the tiebreakers, so I can't give any input on that. And I'm looking in the settings. I don't see an option for me to lower it. So for the stream, for you guys that are having issues with it, sorry. I could try to do that for the next time around.
Yeah, it's not worth taking the risk right now.
Tiebreakers are always a pain in the butt when you're running this sort of thing. There's
Yeah,
always,
yeah,
there's always someone that ends up getting angry about the results. It's like,
yeah, yeah.
is he gonna be able to pull this out? I mean, he got rid of his location, but he doesn't need the location anymore if he's using the howl ability because it's just another 1 cost.
Yeah. But I think at this point, Uramia looks like it's too far ahead.
Yeah, a couple fireballs now and it's done.
Yeah. And he's still got the weapon, he's still got an ally, so all that stuff still has to be dealt with in some way.
I know, so many foils. I'm glad we're watching this actually. It's a real pretty game. I got foils, but it's fake just because I have shadow tokens. Whenever I build a deck, I got half foils, half not. It's so annoying. Yeah. Some bloke named Ross.
Oh, who let him in?
uh, what's a bloke? I don't even know how to explain that. What's the explanation for a bloke? I literally have no idea how to relate that to someone. It's not an American
Okay,
word.
what are we looking at now?
All right, what
So
do we get?
Philip and Nikushimi have actually started their playoff match, and we're not quite sure what's going to happen.
Oh, okay, so that's still in dispute.
Well, they're playing, so they're probably not disputing it amongst themselves. It's just everyone else. So what to next? We've got Blackie and Inevitable on there, and we've also got Triple Threat and Atlas.
Yeah, we also have Lavender Light and Player 882. I'm guessing that's not.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I'm guessing that's not us.
No,
Sam, I love you, but I'm not doing that again.
no,
And I,
let's do Blackie and Inevitable. I don't think we've seen Blackie much this tournament, so let's do that one.
all right, yeah, they're
7
almost,
minutes in.
they're finished basically, but it's okay. They'll catch up quickly.
Yeah.
I'd rather
At this
watch
point,
this.
yeah. As the groups are finishing now,
Huh? Wait a minute. Something happened? It's not here.
yeah, it happens sometimes. Just click cancel and go back in.
Oh, they finished.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Ah, Blackie won.
So Lavender Light then. I mean, both these guys have the epic rating of 0. There's.
Okay, let's have a look at which one do you want to go for.
Well, we gotta.
We've just seen Otto and Dub Dub, so let's go with the mirror.
Yeah, why not? Dogs. This will be Cat's favorite matchup right here. This is for you, Cat. This one's for you, Catalina.
So this is a playoff decider. The winner goes directly to day 2.
Oh, really? So it's just one match?
Well, best of 3, sorry. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so bloke is just dude or guy. All right. A Scottish dude? I'm a bloke. What is the etymology of that? Is that an English word? Bloke?
Yes, definitely an English word. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you'd understood it. I thought you just.
I really wasn't sure because sometimes words sound like bloke, and it's like, okay, wait, is that a derogatory term? Are we saying something bad about someone? It's just what you call a man.
Yeah.
Wow, things are bad when we watch a mirror over other matches.
Yeah.
I can't do that pre-match.
The good thing about DC is that it's going to be quick. This match, so we can always tune into the other matches. That other group as well is going to not even on round 3 yet, so we'll give them plenty of time after this.
Dog awful. Wow. Yeah, I thought I had bad jokes, but the chat is making me feel good about myself. They shouldn't, but the matches can't go longer than 5 minutes, right? I mean,
shouldn't do.
All you ever talk about is cats. I didn't even think you had rights for humans. So I don't know what you're talking about there, Cat. Nobody cares. Cat, you should get on here and talk to us again like last time. Last time, Cat finally figured out what was going on with their Discord, and she jumped on and she scared everybody. She screamed.
Okay, it looks like this match has actually finished, but we'll still see it out.
And Cat, your English is actually good. I don't know why you were so worried about it. Bloke. That's her new favorite word now. Ooh.
That's good. That could be the difference maker there, just getting that little bit ahead.
Oh, wow. No play at all?
Looks like, yeah, wow.
How do you not have a play?
He left his weapon on 2 durability, and Philip just attacked into it and just soaked up the damage himself.
Yep.
And it's worked out well for him.
And that's it. Oh, like you said, it was over quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of gold that I don't need, but as far as I'm aware, you can't transfer it away either.
Let's have a look at Blackie and Inevitable now.
Yeah, let's go.
The second one along.
Cat, stop spamming dog emojis. Unacceptable. Ooh, Last Harvest. Another card that's slowly creeping its way back into the gameplay. What are you gonna do with it, Ross? Well, eventually I'll be able to do something with it. Maybe I'll start my own guild of one and just make like a guild map. I wonder if can I use my own likeness on it?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but it's just a guild of one, so who the hell cares other than me?
But just think about all the other players out there.
Think about the children, huh? Think
Yeah,
of the
that.
children. All right. If nothing, I won't do it just for the children. Oh, Sorcerer of India. You only have
Yeah, that's a good
200k?
change. I don't think Blackie has the ability to actually clear that India this turn.
Yeah, it would just be a speed strike, right? I mean, not a speed strike. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to play this game. I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah, that
The
one.
only thing he did was capture Bray. Yeah, that's all he can do to it.
Yeah,
But if there's a Legend Rises, he's in a lot of trouble.
yeah, that's the one thing, right? If it ends up sticking, it's almost good game as just
Yeah,
because that one ally is there. I've had
yeah.
that playing Yithin. It's like, oh my, he didn't kill my my sorcerer. Oh, I guess I
Well,
win.
yeah, it looks like Inevitable's struggling for draw though. He's stuck on one card. He had to play his actual Artful Squire that last turn as an ally.
Hmm. Yeah, but Blackie's not doing that well either.
No, but he's got cards in hand, so he's got the opportunity to actually do something.
And he does have Confluence of Fate. I see a lot of Dark Claws. They'll end up going for that uh, quick double strike. What the hell is that card called? Is it double strike? Speed strike.
Speed strike,
Jesus,
speed strike.
I'm terrible at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll end up going for that over Confluence, and I always felt like that was not the right move to make.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the matchup. You know, if you're against a fast, aggressive hero, I feel that you need to pull Speed Strike out first. But if it's more of a control hero like we've got here, then I guess Confluence makes sense to get that ball going on draw. And then the other factor that plays a big part is whether you got a turn 2 Blood Moon as well. Because if you've already got that draw going for the next 3 or 4 turns, you're going to keep your hand quite full anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And I think Ross is calling it correct as well. I mean, he's actually in a decent. He's not in a terrible spot.
Yeah, yeah,
They're both struggling here. Neither one is really making much headway. And I mean, Inevitable is going to have generals. I'm guessing he's going to have generals and a Legend Rises. So eventually,
yeah.
that sorcerer is going to be a problem.
Yeah, but he's not. Blackie's not leaving him an ally there. He used the Midnight Howl, which meant that if he's got a Gambit on board, he can't use it. If he's got a Gambit in hand, he can't use it. So he is really struggling for draw. He could do with a Wrath of the Forest, but even that, how long will it last?
Yeah, 2 turns, maximum 2 turns maybe.
Yeah,
But if he does get that to stick too, that's something that Blackie wouldn't have an answer for, right?
no,
Ooh, this reminds me of the matchups back in the day with Banebo and Serena. Banebo would run all those. He would have a bunch of Weevil crossbows, and Serena would always just get eaten alive. She's not really
mm,
played too much anymore. I think the only player that I really see in ladder is probably Scout, and maybe a few others, but Scout's usually the prominent
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. And even then, it's played more for fun than it is for actual being great.
Yeah, there's certain matchups. I think that's the thing with this game, right? Is that
Mm,
you never have. I mean, even Dark Claw.
Yeah.
being at the top, it's still gonna have its bad matchups, and every deck has a weakness. And
Yeah.
some people talk about it as if it's a bad thing. They say like, oh, it's a rock paper scissors kind of thing, and I'm like, you know what? I don't. That doesn't feel like it's a bad thing for me. It just for me it means balance. Like like
Yeah.
regardless of what you play, you're gonna have an opportunity to win. Like I don't see. Do you see that as a bad thing that when people talk about the game being rock paper scissors? Oh, he didn't like
So
the
he's making
question.
sure that,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, it looks like he's going to make sure he's going to clear that sorcerer before he starts attacking into the hero. I think he
yeah,
just doesn't want to leave it alive there to do that damage. Makes sense.
you have to.
But yes, yeah,
Huh. Okay.
it kind of does make sense doing that. Just because you know that DC is not going to have any super heavy allies. At most, he might have a crusher or two, but Inevitable still got another use of that ability next turn anyway.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I think Kiki he had posted his deck and he had one crusher in there. But
Yeah,
generally they just run what the Tinker and then the Shaman or and what's the last one? Prophet.
yeah, Prophet. Yeah, Shaman, Prophet, Tinker, and sometimes some Dreadwolves or Lightning Hunters.
Philip says 2-0 against Nikki Shumi. So he already took that.
So he's qualified. Wow, that finished well.
Serena can be overpowered as hell though. There's times where she gets rolling and you're just like, okay, this is done.
Yeah,
Like you just know you're never gonna come
yeah.
back.
Yeah, especially, one of the interesting things about this current World Cup is Warriors are really struggling, and Warriors were one of her biggest weakness because they've got that consistent draw in Blood Frenzy, and not having that, she could have been a reasonable outside bet to have a shot in this World Cup.
Huh. Yeah, because
There's literally
generally
no Warriors about.
that's very true. There's not one warrior in this, is there?
No, no,
That might be a first. That might be a first
yeah,
for every championship that you don't see one warrior in this at all.
yeah.
That
Especially considering it won it last year as well.
that's if that doesn't tell you what you need to know about sorcerer, I don't know what does, right? Because that's pretty much why there are no warriors, I
Yeah,
would think.
yeah, definitely. Sorcerer's the problem.
Yeah, especially yeah, both Irem for sure and sorcerer for sure. I mean Boris maybe can handle it a little more, but even that he's only able to take care of one at a time every
Yeah,
4 turns.
yeah, yeah. But Boris can do okay because he can have his own source as well. But even still, I think that so many other decks just do better against Boris
Yeah, yeah.
because of the
Prince
sorcerer.
is nailing it. You bring Boris to
Yeah,
this, you're asking for it.
yeah.
Either
And then
you're
there's the obvious point that Vanity's just made as well that Boris loses badly to Ira mages, and Ira mages are everywhere.
yeah. That's been a weakness even for basic rush mages for Boris. Sometimes you just
Mm,
can't win that matchup. It always felt
yeah.
terrible. So Philip advances. How many more rounds do we have?
We still got that Group B. That's that Atlas Cripple Threat match,
Oh my
which hasn't yet
God.
finished. So that's holding everything up. I think that the two groups are finished. This is a third group. This should be finished. Group C. This should be finishing soon, and then we're just waiting on that one last group, which is just gonna drag everything out at the moment.
Wait, and then that's it. We're done for the day.
Yeah, we're done for the day. Yeah,
That is world record speed for us.
yeah, yeah.
Generally,
It's because
generally, wow.
we're used to 5 rounds normally, aren't we? And we're also used to having to wait at the end of each round while all the matches finish.
Yeah. So there's really okay. This has been Maybe it's just because we're the ones involved with hosting it, but I'm gonna call this a huge success.
Yeah. Tomorrow would definitely be a longer day there because we've got best of fives.
Yeah, but it's still though, even with the gameplay streamlined as it has been, I think we're still gonna do okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we got Visca coming into the face, but it feels like Dark Claw's kind of taking the lead here.
Yeah, it's over here. You know, that attack from that ally, and then a boosted weapon now, and it's all over.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Well, I guess we have no choice now. We have to watch Samuel's matches.
Please no.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Hey, look it. We can watch these two guys play instead.
I think that's an internal set tournament going on.
Oh,
We've got Dub and Otto playing there. They look like they're in must be in a third decider now.
yeah. Let's jump in. They're probably
That'll be
about done, but
interesting.
what the hell? Let's jump in there before one of Sam J's games pops up, and we have to watch that.
Yeah.
I love you, Sam J. Just not today. How close is he to qualifying? Are you able to tell from the brackets?
So these guys. So again, this is that group that we've just seen with Blackie and Inevitable. They're all 1-1.
Oh wow.
So these matches, yeah, will decide who qualifies. And I'm not sure where we were at with Blackie and Inevitable, what match that was. We've not had a report of a victory yet, so I'm guessing that that's going to a decider now. I'm guessing we might be on a decider here as well. So winner qualifies.
This cannot be up to date. I'm looking at the brackets myself. I'm like, wait a minute. So Anubis is 2-0 in that group, though.
Yeah, Anubis is 2-0 in his group. Yeah, we were just waiting for Atlas and Cripple Threat to finish. And then the final round is Anubis plays against Cripple Threat anyway, so that looks like it'll be not a really an important match. It'll be that Namcastle Atlas will be the decider of who qualifies.
This one we have. So this is actually a really pivotal match that we're watching right here.
Yeah, definitely.
I think these are the Halloween sleeves, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
Ah, finally, something you don't know. Jesus, they make me look bad all day.
Yeah. They've been around before my time, definitely. So I don't know what they're about.
Ross, that was a Ross card design, wasn't it, Ross? That's why you're so happy to see it.
He's quite a bit actually.
All right,
We've just
Dub.
had the result for this match.
So Dub took it 2-1 then. So that puts him in. That does put him in, huh?
Him in, and then it's between Inevitable and Blackie for the last spot.
Oh, because Otto already lost 2.
Yeah, Otto's lost 2. Yeah, so.
Okay, so should we jump out of this then, since we already know the result?
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah. Tell your people to play another day, crowding up the unrated matches.
Okay, let's have a look at Blackie and Inevitable then. I guess that's the match that's going on. That's the decider, so we should get on that really.
Yeah, I'm going in already. Oh, I like this vantage point from this. The hand-drawn mats always have my vote of approval.
Okay.
What happened?
Inevitably, Vanity is just saying Inevitable was 0-2 already, but I'm sure we've seen the last match where did Dark Claw win this?
Inevitable is 1-1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He's 1-1, so he's playing to make the cut right here.
Decided, yeah.
Never on. Yeah, they're both playing for to make the cut here, right? Yeah, this is whoever wins this advances.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Blackie does have a win against Inevitable. In fact,
Oh,
Blackie's won two. Sorry, Blackie's won two. So Blackie's qualified already. Inevitable is out.
really? Or do I need to refresh this? Let me see.
No, so this is just the third match. They're playing it because you have to play all three matches. But Blackie's already 2-0 up. This will be 3-0 if he wins this.
Oh, got you. Okay, they're talking about individual match history. I was
Yeah.
looking at results. Okay, gotcha. As usual, I don't know what I'm talking about or what I'm doing. Oh, be nice or I take away your What the hell? I'm Mexican, dude. I don't care if you take rice away from me. I still got beans. What was Nem's good idea? Rooting for whoever has the best mat and sleep combo. Hey, works for me. I think in this one it would be inevitable.
Yeah, I really like that match.
Artful Squire. I'm still not used to seeing that card.
Cat's just asking what heroes have already qualified so far. So we've got Bloodfang and DC with George and Philip from Group A. We've got DC and Lost from Group D, which is Purple Emoji and Vanity. And then we've got Dub Dub with Aramia Lakmaya so far. We've got DC from Blackie. So at the moment, every deck that's going to tomorrow is Lakmaya or Irem.
Wow. That
They'll
is
probably be joined by Anubis, who is on Banebow. So he'll break up that trend.
that's I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, we both kind of figured there was going to be a
Yeah.
showing, but not an overall domination.
No. Yeah, there's definitely need to relook at some of these decks.
Well, the Irem one I feel is, I mean, obviously you just can't have that much resource renewal in one available.
It's the combinations across all of them. You know, Irem's got that amulet which just churns through cards and you get to whatever you need very quickly. And then Lakmaya's got profit and very good draw as well, which combos brilliantly with the location.
Yeah, I would. For me, I feel like Irem. If it was just one time resource renewal of 3, that would actually be fine because that's basically what Lackmeyer is, right? It's just a one time renewal
Yeah,
basically of 3, and that kind of seems to
yeah.
be
Well, yeah, more reasonable.
yeah. No, 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 Zana and Vic. No, I'm no. Lackmeyer isn't renewal, but it's still a free 3 resources, and you still have to have an ally in play and an attachment in your hand. So there's a lot of things that have to be there. I mean, yeah, it's easy to have all that together, but I mean, there's still plenty. There's still the fact that you still need 3 parts in order to make it work. Whereas Irem, you just need the location down and then a lightning-based attack, and that's it.
Yeah,
No, yeah, that's my thing is having Irem be a one-time renewal of 3. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you
The suggestion I had was uh, possibly making the use of these locations cost some shadow energy. So if Irem cost 1 shadow energy, it'd be much harder to balance with the amulet. So you'd have to make much more smart decisions if you were to use it. But you may go too far and kill it. But I think that's one of the more reasonable suggestions.
yeah, we'll see what they come up with. I'm not a part of that
Yeah.
anymore. Let me see, because you need
Mm,
resource. Yeah, I'll give you that, Prince. You're right. You're right. The
yeah.
discount is better than needing the resources. So are you saying you would like it to be discounted, not a renewal, like a one-time discount for electrical abilities? Oh no, the balance has been worse. The balance has been worse than this. It definitely has been. But I think the fact that, like how Cass pointed out, that every deck almost that's advanced to this point is one of the two main decks that the player base has been talking about the most, kind of says quite a bit. Yeah, that's something that really took the took the life out of me is the double lightning strike fireball turn off of what is it? Off of 6 resources, they play 11 or something like that total. It's like ugh, that just
Yeah,
should not be possible. That's too
yeah,
much
and
value.
yeah, and the damage to hero as well. 10 damage off of 6 resources. It's crazy.
Not even one attack. Well, two captured preys down,
If
and
he's
one
got a
more.
weapon in hand, you can pretty much go face now and just see this out.
Yeah, it wouldn't even matter if he had a soul eater or soul eater. Now I'm talking about anime. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Oh, he got even better. He's got the
Oh,
finish right here.
Jesus. Okay. So if Banebo, you said Banebo will be making it through?
Bainbow is still to be decided because Anubis is 2-0 up. But if he loses the last match, it could create complication. In fact, no, he is through because he's playing against Cripple Threat. So anyone that he ties with, he'll beat them on the tiebreaker. So Anubis is definitely qualified as the only non-Lackmeyer player or Iram player so far. And then there's a final spot available at the moment, and that will be between Namcastle and Atlas.
Wow. So Undead Banebo shows up and says, I don't care about locations, I can win regardless.
Yeah, it's typical Anubis as well because he always seems to be able to deliver with that deck. Last year he made top 8 as well. I'm sure he's done it in previous years as well.
Yeah, that's right. He was. He was around there too. It's like I said though, it's just such a consistent deck.
Yeah,
It just flows so easily. It's such a low curve. Everything is almost three. I think every card in that deck. And I wonder if he teched for no elementalis because a few of them tech like last shot or perfect shot. Things that deal with fatties. But I mean, if he didn't do that and just
yeah,
focused on his curve, then I mean, he'd be perfectly suited for this because he'd have a bunch of cards that would. He wouldn't have any cards that wouldn't be useless against your Dark Claws and your mages.
yeah,
Wait, so we're
yeah,
still waiting for
absolutely.
Atlas one more game, right?
Yes, it's gone over half an hour, that final decider between Cripple Threat and Atlas. We're just waiting on them. And then the Group B, which is the only group that's remaining now,
Oh
can
my!
move on to, yeah,
I didn't realize they were still playing.
yeah, still playing, yeah.
Samuel, what are you doing to us, Samuel?
Technically, we could watch it and catch up a little bit, but it will run faster for us than their plays because we're catching up.
I'd rather just watch the game between Splainer and Joker. What are they playing for?
No, we're at the World Cup.
Oh, hey, Atlas took it.
Yeah, he's took it. Yeah.
All right, so where does that put us?
So now we're into the final round of Group B. So we're gonna have Anubis versus Cripple Threat, which is a bit of a dead rubber, and then we've got Namcastle against Atlas, which is the decider to take that second spot.
Oh, because like you said, even if Anubis doesn't, even if he loses
Anubis,
03, he's in.
he's in. Yeah, he's in definitely.
I wonder if they'll even play it.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, because if Anubis wins, what happens? Atlas would
If it,
advance?
it, if it won't really matter. I think that Anubis has beaten both Namcas and Atlas, so he won't affect their tiebreaker. So it won't have no bearing at all, that match. It's all about who wins out of Namcastle and Atlas.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna look at it right now. Napcastle. Okay, so yeah, so Namcastle and Atlas, what you're saying is they're playing for the right to advance, right?
That's right.
And then Sam, it's just whether or not Anubis feels like playing again for another hour and a half if it goes 3 games.
Yeah.
So maybe that won't happen.
I think Sam should just do everyone a favor.
Yes, Samuel, please do us a favor. Do no, busy. Okay, he's just reporting in right now. So this is it. Wow, this flew by so quickly. I'm so happy about that. I figured I'd be here, we'd be doing this till 10 o'clock. It's only been 2.5 hours. Generally, this is a 5 hour ordeal.
Yeah.
So are they taking a break before they get started or what? I
We're
haven't
just
seen it.
checking in with them.
Yeah. Don't hurry up. We got breakfast to eat.
Yeah. I was hoping for 2 hours, but we're heading towards 3 hours now. Probably 3.5 we'll finish on.
Maybe we should just play a game until they start. Like sitting here doing nothing. Here, let's. You want?
Just gonna put myself on mute for a second, and I'll be back with you.
All right. Fine. Who wants to play an unrated with me until they get started? If you win, I'll transfer over 1,000 shadow crystals. How about that? Or if they come back and play and I have to quit to come back to the game, then you get 1,000 shadow crystals. There. I'm gonna create. Password is 111. I get to go first though. All right. So basically, whoever joins is gonna get 1,000 shadow crystals because I'm gonna have to leave to finish watching the last game. So who's getting 1,000 shadow crystals? Who's getting 1,000 shadow crystals? Come on, this is free money here. You don't need 1,000 shadow crystals, do you? All right, let's see. What am I playing? Oh, I have my Terra Dune deck loaded. I didn't even know. All right, so Terra Dune. This was just for fun. I don't I don't remember putting this together. Uh, let's get rid of this for right now. No, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Let's play the bad Santa bomb. All right. Yeah, nobody teched for the Dark Claw at all in this thing. It's pretty nuts that they just ran rampant like that. Maybe everybody expected everyone else to tech for it, and just nobody did. Yeah, it's really been something else. Oh, Flameborn's just waiting out. Oh, it's my turn. My bad.
Yeah, you got to press enter.
Here, I thought he was just waiting out the clock so he can get his shadow crystals. Let me see. I'll get rid of one of these guys. What the hell? Who cares right now? Play this. Next turn will be Chaos Engine and
It looks like
Spitfire.
Anubis and Cripple Threat have started, but
Okay.
we'll wait for
Oh,
Atlas and Namcastle. I'll let you know when that's on.
yeah. And then ours Flameborn gets 1,000 shadow crystals because I lose. It's okay. I'm not doing anything with them anyway. And I just realized like he could see everything I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true as well. But he did say he was struggling with the 1080, so he's maybe not.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, he's playing me out of spite. He might as well get 1,000 shadow crystals out of this day then. All right, I got my location. You know, I really like this Terra Dune, but I mean, it's never he's never up there. He's one of those other decks, right? That's for
No.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I got Blood Frenzy. Hmm, I gotta try to clear some of this. That guy goes away.
What's the
This
location you got there, Shoaled?
yeah, Shold. So I can do this and recycle my on summon for either the Zealots or the Spitfires, or just to recycle these to hit again.
Yeah.
Kind of like my anti-attachment, anti status, cripple, all that stuff. So kind of my way to have a sorcerer. Let's see, I don't think I really need this for any of those. Let's go ahead and play this guy. And then that guy, if he sticks, he's just good game generally. I get some damage down, and then next turn I can kill this off. Oh, well, there goes. He'll still live. I want to get that blood frenzy down, but okay, I'm getting rid of that. So we'll go here, boom here, and then I don't really want to take double attacks, so I'll do that. And I got all this shadow energy, so that's why I just keep recycling, and we'll end turn there. Yeah, it's a fun little deck to play around with. Yeah, you're not gonna really climb the ladder very much, but sometimes it's just fun to play stuff that is
Okay, the
unique,
Atlas
different.
Namcastle match has started.
All right, congratulations, Florence Flameborn. You just won 1,000 shadow crystals.
Let's get on that.
Oh my! I forgot. This guy's Mr. Ugly over here. Gotta
Oh
get.
yeah.
Oh, Ross, why do you think I'm streaming? Leave me alone, Ross. I already got a new nickname thanks to you. Cat calling me bloat. All right, so this is for the final spot. How do you think this goes? You think we get another Iram
Well,
Mage?
yeah. Lost is the usual favorite in this matchup. Depending on Atlas's deck, it can make it close, but Lost is the clear favorite here.
Yeah, all this time I've been back to the last couple months. I haven't really ever played Victor, Lowest,
You
or
haven't?
Amia. Nope. Or Darklaw. Never played any of those. Played Praxis.
Yeah, Vanity. Yeah, Vanity. We did. Well, I did 2-0 you, but I still feel that Lost edges this matchup. It's a lot closer than it used to be with those decoy traps and stuff. But yeah, Vic is very consistent and can win this match.
Decoy trap makes that much of a difference, huh?
It does because it stops the use of Iram. So the moment you do that, you can't then spend those extra resources. And
Oh,
then with
because the
Vic's
damage
ability,
is reduced to zero. But wait a
that's
minute. Isn't zero damage still considered damage though?
no, it's not because it doesn't do the damage to an ally, or you
God,
have to use it to on both allies to trigger it. If that makes sense.
I only say that because I swear I remember an interaction with along those same lines from something back in the day. Like even though it was zero, it was still counted as elemental damage. It sounds like a familiar scenario, but I could be mistaken. Hmm. We'll just say no, because more than likely, the way this day has gone, the way what it proves anything is that I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm always wrong. Let's see, Aram Lightning Quarry. Okay, so it's down right in the beginning, so that's not good for him. Oh, and the weapon to finish off.
Yeah. So this is the ideal position that Los wants to be in, especially if he's got an amulet in hand there.
Oh yeah, because he'll always have that one shadow energy to keep it alive, right? Or to keep it in
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. My personal preference with Vic is that I carry extra turn two allies. Make sure that you always get that, and then because Los takes those first few turns just getting set up, and you can start to get damage, and then you've got a lot of allies on board for him to do something with.
Oh, look at that! Thank you, Ross. So it is still considered damage. So, but there is something with the trap that.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it not renew those resources.
Hmm. I kind of feel like it should, because it's still like you said, it is still considered damage, so it would still be considered electrical damage. Yeah, that stuff goes way over my head. That's Ross will figure it out and he'll let us know one day. But for now, we'll just forget
Soon.
about it. It's too early, and I've slept too little to worry about that, and I'm too hungry. God, at least I haven't had to take a restroom break during this whole time. Well, it's lucky me. That's Forest. Okay, so do you exile Wrath of the Forest?
Yeah, it's a big player. Um, the worry is if you exile it, you're only going to get one ever exile on a lowest most likely. And if he now has spell eater bans, that could be a problem.
Would you have done it?
I'm not sure at that point because he's got no allies on board, so might be worth leaving for another turn. I probably would have waited, but I'm not. I won't consider myself an expert lowest player.
Well, if you've played it at all, you've played it more than me. So, I mean, I just do not play the deck.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to be around for a while.
Yeah. So what's interesting as well is that we know there's that trap there, most likely a camouflage foe, and is Namcastle not going to play any allies here because he does carry more allies than what I've seen normally in low decks, and he another reason not to play it is to stop Gambit from being triggered.
You guys, are you a whiskey drinker?
No, are you?
What's the drink of preference in your home?
I don't drink at all.
Okay, so water. Got you.
Yeah, water. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's not soda because I think that might be worse than alcohol. Okay, so he did end up playing an ally.
Yeah, he did end up playing an ally. I think that he needed to with his deck. But now it opens up the potential for Atlas to get some draw going. He'll definitely be able to use his ability.
Does he have anything in the graveyard worth pulling at this point? I don't remember. Wouldn't wouldn't the
I'm not
trap
quite sure.
the camouflage foe is the first hunter card, right? Yeah, he didn't pull
Possibly,
anything.
yeah. And he's got Leash of Life as well, so
He had to do that.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's number one. How many of those decoy traps does Vix usually run?
It definitely wouldn't be 4. I'd say it'd be either 3 or 2.
And I mean, yeah, perhaps it's a good counter to Iram, but overall, it's a card that you can't. It's hard for you to plan around as an opponent in general,
Yeah.
and it dictates the way you play out your turn. So it's actually a really good card for only 2 costs. Oh yeah,
Yeah, and okay, so he's now trying to overwhelm with allies because of his specialist Loast. Vanity needs to find a way to get rid of that Rune Bearer. Sorry, yeah, Atlas does.
huh? Oh, poison arrow. Not going to do any damage, but it's going to shut it down for a turn.
Yeah. And he might be able to get another ally out as well.
Trapper. So he's going to play a trapper and then a decoy, I'm guessing, right? I guess that's the play here.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to survive. Yeah, I could see decoy trap being a big help versus Darklaw. I mean, that forces him to waste the swing of his weapon.
Yeah, it's definitely that, and that's why it fits well so well in this deck. Yeah, Vanti's right there. It's definitely a problem because any easy way that DC would have of getting rid of Sork, it's just not available with a decoy trap out.
Yeah, it's just good against everything. I mean, even on ladder, if you're playing against priest, tidal wave, you
Yeah,
know at least your first ally is gonna live. Nova, doesn't matter, anything. You save one ally.
yeah. One interesting thing I've noticed with all the DC running around today, I don't think we've seen Lithium Sledgehammer once.
Oh, yeah. Instead, you've seen Jeweler's Dream.
And Jeweler's Dream and Pathfinder's Machete, so people have gone for that more cautious approach rather than the aggressive approach.
Yeah, trying to keep their curve down overall.
Yeah.
Interesting. It didn't even dawn on me. I kept waiting for it to come up, but it didn't even hit me that we never saw it.
Mm.
Yeah, you think you well, Russ knows the answer to what they have, I'm guessing, so but he can't tell us. It's like a state secret right now. But I don't know, man. Every time I play Dark Club, it feels like I always had a stupid hammer on turn 6 and wipe out everything, do damage to me, and it's like, okay, whatever, I'm done. That's actually a pretty decent setup he has over there. But
Yeah.
of course, they're going to be running for the location, so he's always going to have one in hand, especially this late in the game.
Yeah, you will do.
What deck do you think you would have played if you made it?
I would have probably gone with Vic because if I was going to make it, that was the deck that was going to qualify me. And if I'm honest with you, from what I've seen today, it's very different today. But I was very happy playing that my Vic deck against Irams and DC Latmeyers. I won 3 matches in rated finals against all of those decks. So I'd have been happy, and I'd have loved to have had my final match, which was my decided to qualify against either of them, but it was against Elementalis, and I lost that. But yeah, I would have gone with Vic.
It just feels more versatile for you in the end.
Yeah. I just think that he's just aggressive. Gets on board. He dominates board most of the time. Yeah, I find that he usually beats DC. He carries all the right tools to do that, and I just felt confident against Iram as well.
In the other groups, was there Vix matched up against those Dark Claws, or is this the only Vic?
Yeah, there was, and it lost. Inevitable got 3-0'd by Blackie.
Oh, okay.
So that better players than myself, and I think it's all to do with this slightly adjusted DC that's shown up here without Sledgehammer and with Jeweler's Dream instead. They're able to get control of the situation with a hero like Vic a bit earlier. They're not allowing him to get allies on board and just overwhelm.
Yeah, because you can't have Vic getting to the mid game where he drops Dragnus with 2 allies on play, because then your weapons are pointless because everything gets buffed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And also, this Vics usually carry a lot of Sorcerer as well. So if you get Sorcerer out, you've got a Krug out, you've got a Trapper out as well.
Yeah, it's looking
Yeah, that's
thin, but I don't know. It feels like
yeah,
this is kind of it getting in the bag. I
yeah,
feel like Atlas is looking
yeah.
lost number
The,
one, square in the eyes.
yeah, it's this low stack of Nam Castles. He's got board control at the moment as well. And the first thing that Atlas needs to do is get control of that board. By the time he does that, the amount of face damage will be too much.
Yeah, and he's just got no draw.
Yeah.
So it seems that getting rid of that Wrath of the Forest was really the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason it wouldn't have been is if there was spell eater bans, and then you'd have to deal with that. But like this deck is very good from Namcastle. He's got those sorcerers as well, which could have potentially dealt with a problem like that.
Which is why he felt free to go ahead and remove that,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
And so even the Iram decks change.
Well, Namcastles, the majority of the other ones seem straightforward. Still seem like the usual one. Namcastle's been playing this for a while though, where he carries sorcerers in it.
Yeah, I remember losing to this one.
I believe it's the same deck that got him here as well.
How long is? I mean, this was already going when I got back 2 months ago. How long has this been going on?
So the tournament season started early 2020. So we've had Pro Tour and rated. People have been qualifying for the finals through them. We've had qualifiers throughout the year as well. Our first qualifier, first direct person after Bean Talk was Anubis, and I think that was back late spring, early summer. So it's been a long build up, and it all starts again from next month as well.
How about for the deck itself though? These Iram decks. How long have they been making an impact on the game?
A long time. 2019, it was the first time I saw it and saw someone carrying it at the top of rated. I think that was A1 Joe Tamanuel was the first time I seen it at the top. And he was playing Nishaven at the top. And I think the person that's reinvented it slightly was TJ Dub Dub with the Lost Iram. And on Lost, it seems to have gone to another level as well. And then people have caught on and started using it on with Aramia now as well. So, but it's been around for a good while now. And I think to start with, there was only a handful of people that were taking it to the top, which meant that it sort of floated under the radar a little bit.
Ah, okay. So nobody really took it as a serious contender until they saw people at the top, and even at that point, there was only certain
Yeah,
people that could actually do that.
that's right. Yeah, but a lot more people play it now, and it's a lot more refined. People have tried very, very different styles on it. Okay, so Sam J has lost 3-0 to Anubis. So that match has actually got out of the way quicker. Maybe it wasn't Sam J's fault after all.
Let me see. Did they even play?
Yeah, there's one game there. He must have conceded the rest.
Yeah. Sam J does. He did. He took pity on us. He didn't force us to go through that.
No. Well, technically, we would have just finished the tournament without him and left him playing anyway.
Yeah. Damn. That's meaner than anything I've ever said to him, I think. Yeah, you're still playing, but we're gone. Goodbye. That's pretty brutal. Maybe he'll be able to join up for commentary tomorrow. Hey, look, they're going. Let's jump in.
Let's go.
Yo, I like the way you think, Flameborn. I like the way you think. I I told Kyle to transfer the 1,000 shadow crystals to you. Of course, he's going to be busy this weekend, so I'm going to give him some time, probably even past this weekend. He's got a lot of stuff to do over the next so many days, but I did tell him to send you that 1,000 shadow crystals. All right. Yeah, I mean our match was so important. We cut off the world championships just to play. So obviously, I don't think there's any players better than us. World championships is just for everyone else, to make them feel important. We know who the top dogs are. Oh damn! The boss says that it's done, or it will be done. You check it out. Let me know. But is it over? No, almost. This is for the last spot, Cat. Oh yeah. It was only 4 or 5 turns, but it outshined this entire tournament. What can we say? Now I'm just curious about how this is going to end up, and how the finals is going to be. How many mirror matches are we going to have in the finals of Dark Claw? It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It won't be very easy to pick which match we watch tomorrow.
Yeah, but it'll be a easy. I mean, betting the money's going to be on Dark Claw.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
3 Dark Claw, 1 Lois, 1 Aramia, 1 Banebull, 1 Bloodfang. So Bloodfang is back again.
Yeah.
No, unless you plan on doing it. This is what you get.
Yeah, it's a
Look,
team effort. We
yeah,
got there in the end.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything. Cass knew everything. It was the perfect combination.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're complaining.
One guy with the tech and one guy with a bit of information.
Yeah, all the information. Top dogs. Yeah, because dogs are always on top. No. See that's a typo. You meant to do cats. But nice try. We got it. We got this. Top dogs. Woo 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 woo. So no machete, no draw engine. Would you seek draw engine or because then you wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
use your
he already
ability.
has done. He already has done, and it's important. It's more important to get that seek out now and get that amulet into hand. And you probably still have enough shadow bolts to get him over the line to that one use of his ability.
Yeah, there's a lot of. But did he seek the card
Yeah.
already? Oh, I was too busy yelling at Cat.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so once every, you know what that told me? It told me 3 times during this stream I was fun. I can live with that. And I mean, come on. I mean,
At
it's
least spell my name right.
when your own guildmate is blowing your name, that's not good. Correct terms. Get Samj too. Let's get Samuel on here. He's East Coast, so it's easier for him to be awake at this time. I mean,
Looks
I,
like.
I didn't mess up too much, right? I mean, I called quick strike or double quick. Oh God, I'm still getting it wrong. Jesus Christ. Oh, what is
It
it?
looks like Newcastle's in total control of this match, though.
Yeah,
So
it
it's heading
doesn't.
in one direction only.
There's a bunch of traps down, but there's no reason for him to
No,
care about that at all.
just keep hitting face with.
Massive Lass.
I don't know what he's going on about.
I would ask for an explanation, but thankfully, I don't think we have the time for one.
No, we don't.
Yeah, so I mean, because if this second match goes the way it looks, there's no reason to continue, correct?
No, that's right. That's right. He's got a bit of a chance here, I guess, with Viscera and the decoy trap in place. But even still, he'll probably attack with the weapon, clear the trap, and then use some sort of ability to clear it.
So 0.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's got the renewal there as well.
You're welcome. One time. One time. Never live it down. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for knowing the names of the cards. Thanks for saving me every time I called double strike, dual strike, whatever the hell. What is the name of the damn card?
Speed strike.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so this is pretty much over, and the Lost is even in that territory where it just takes one more Shadow Bolt to get it to 5 CC as well. So if a Spell Eater bands or something like that showed up, still wouldn't be a real issue.
Yep, up. There we go. That was very
Yeah, no problem.
anticlimactic. That was anticlimactic
Yeah,
there, but it's as you said, right? You said the clear advantage was for Namcastle.
yeah, Newcastle. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's gonna do it, right? What we got in here? Nothing going on in there.
Nothing
Oh,
going on there.
so what the final
Just to see
results are? What's the final tally for the
Yeah.
players that are in?
So we've got Group A qualifiers are BT Majorge 2-1 on a Blood Fang. RS Philip W was 2-1 on his DC, but qualified through a playoff. We've got A1 Anubis, who's on the Banebound, actually went 3-0 through the tournament.
Oh wow.
Only had to play one Latmire or Iram deck though. And then we've got RS Namcastle, who's 2-1 on his Los. We've got RS Blackie, who was 2-1 on his DC. TJ Dub Dub, who was 2-1 on Aramia. Purple Emoji, who was 3-0 on DC. And TJ Vanity, who actually qualified with a 1-2 record on Lost.
Wow.
So that's our 8 qualifiers. Should be a good day tomorrow.
Fat. Whoops. Fat. I meant cat, but I just called her a large container. That's not good.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Yes, thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking out with me. You think you might be around tomorrow for a bit too, or you actually got plans? You got family and all that.
Yeah, I'll be around for a chunk of it. So if we struggle to get anyone else, then I'll jump on for a while as well.
Yeah, I'll try to get a hold of some more people. Hey, if anything,
Yeah.
I can cycle through some people, give some people. Sorry, cat. Oh, some things you just can't live down. I can't get the card name right. Can't get people's names right. It's just been a bad day all around. All right. All right, Cass. So thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
whenever you can, or if you can. Everybody, we'll see you
Yeah,
guys tomorrow. We'll close this thing out with a bang.
take care, everyone. Bye.